Hello. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is good. We got another Arknights story to play today. And we have one of, if not unconfirmed, or more like, it's probably confirmed, I'm just unaware, but I'm pretty sure the most busted character is released. We have the SilverAsh joining us now. What is this being muted by? Ah, there we go. Ah! Loud noises! What do we usually have this at? 50? Probably. Alright, boom, full screen that. Oh! I haven't actually watched the trailer for this story thing either, so that might be an idea to do as well. We are going to be rolling on him because, as I said, he is busted, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's kind of disgustingly overpowered, which is always a good thing. You know, we always go for that. Last one was Wis'Adel. Actually, no. Last one was actually probably Lapland. Ooh, we get to do this too. Okay. Yoink. What is this? Special recruitment? Phase 2. Top operator. What does this mean? Can obtain a 6-star? Okay. Does it mean like the next one I do will be... Ah, it is. Okay, very cool. We'll get that one going. I assume you only get one time of that though. I assume there's only one time. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Boo. Boo. But yeah, maybe we should watch the trailer before we jump into the story, but we will do the rolls before that. We will do the rolls before that. Now, I do have a fair amount of rolls as well, so what do we got total? So it's 800 per roll. 8,000 would be 10 rolls. So this is 50. 50 rolls plus the free 10 rolls. 60 total rolls, I think this is, if we do the quick math on it. Pretty sure. Oh, and we got the free rolls as well. All right, well, let's do the free roll first. Why not? We also kind of want the other character as well. We kind of want Praminix. Paramix? I need to read her name again. I forget where they placed the R in her name. I remember it's somewhere weird. Ah, it's a nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing right there. Oh no, the R is at the front. Praminix, that's it. Praminix. So we do kind of want her, but we're mostly after SilverAsh. All right, let's go. First 10 roll. Believe at least a 5-star, right? Okay, it's a 5-star. It's not a 6. We only have the 5-star, but that's okay. That's okay. We believe. I didn't see where the 6-star was. Oh, we got the new Jessica as well. I was about to call her Jessica. We have the new Jessica as well, but I haven't dumped any resources into her. So we're probably not going to be able to use her tonight. I did dump a lot of resources into Mantra, though. Mantra is now huge. Ooh! Hello, you're new. Dude, is this like the year of the bears? Is this the year of the Ursa's bears or something? So many new characters coming out that are bears. Gumi, another bear. Vigna. Where's the 5-star, bruh? Oh, what happened to the music? Wait, did I accidentally somehow mute this or something? Okay, the music just randomly stopped. Hold on. I might have to restart the game if it's like fully bugged out. Ooh, it looks like it might have. Uh-oh. All right, we'll get through this and then we'll restart the game. Interesting bug. I've never had the music stop before, or like the sound stop before. Oh, she was the 5-star. Oh, is Praminix a 6-star? Maybe Praminix is a 6-star. Okay, well, we got her then. Nice. Oh, and it's back. And we're back. Okay. She is a 6-star. Okay, cool. All right, let's start burning through. Actually, how many free rolls do we have? Just one? Okay. Dream. Nope, don't want that. Let's go. First 10. Or I guess first I'm paying 10. Oh my god, it's only blues. Can you imagine? Alright, next 10. Alright, it's a 5 star, so we probably don't actually care. Let's just see what we get. Yeah, expected. There's not another, like, 5 star in this, is there? Details. It's just the one? Oh, damn. All these characters are available again? Yeah, it's just the one 5 star. Okay. God, and it's going to be a 50-50. It's going to be a 50-50 I get at the event 6 star, and then it's going to be like a 50-50 for which one I get as well, right? Oof. Blue is the color theme, so it's good to get it out of the way for good luck. True, the blue is telling me this next roll is going to be it. It's going to be now. Right now. Nah, it's a 5 star. Sad times. 2 of her, though. I think I need 1 more and she's fully built. In that regard. Dupes. Alright, we go again. We go again. God. Oh, my Reginium is disappearing. No. Oh, another 5 star. Okay, okay, okay. Not seeing any 6 stars. This is kind of rough. Kind of rough. We are kind of getting down to it now. Oh, there it is. There it is. You get both of them next pull. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Okay, rip it. Rip it. How many? Just 1 or 2? 2? Oh, just the one. That's second to last one as well. Okay. We're gonna have to go through. That's the second one. Third one. Honestly, if it's SilverAsh, I'm happy. We don't need the Praminix. The Praminix would have been nice though. 5th? Oh, 4th, sorry. 5th. 6th. And 7th. Damn, lots of Jessicas. 8th. And the next one will be the 6 star. Alright, here we go. What is it? SilverAsh? Oh, it's the Praminix. Oh, that's rough. But we'll take it. We'll take it. I've heard she's actually really, really good. You just need to kind of understand her. So we're probably not going to understand her on our first read through of her abilities. Very nice, very nice. We take that, we take that. Praminix, get in here. Well, Praminix might be eating all our resources, even though I don't have much resources, actually, to be honest. Yeah, Mantra really did eat basically everything I've got. Uh-oh. We keep going, though, because we're after that SilverAsh. We've only got 20 more rolls. 20 more rolls. Not many. That's a blue. That's sad times. That's sad times. We go again. This is our last roll. At least currency-wise. It's a 5 star. Sad times. Sad times. Okay. Well, you know what? I believe with the free rolls, which we get another one in 16 minutes, actually. Very nice. With the free rolls plus the currency we'll probably get from the event itself, we're probably guaranteed to get the SilverAsh, but I don't want to speak too early, so... Because we could get Praminixed again. We could have that happen. Bam. You know she can freeze the blue box. Oh, okay, that's interesting. How you looking on yellow certificates? I think I could probably buy a character on yellow certificates. That's not the certificates. Store. Certs. 107. Ooh, we need to wait a bit. Oh, you're probably talking about buying these, the permits. We might leave that to like a last day thing if we absolutely bomb out on all our rolls, because I do like keeping the yellow certs for when characters I don't own come up in the shop and I can just buy them. I'm pretty sure that's how I got Jessica as well, the Jessica Alter. I just autopiloted into this area. We'll do that later. Oh, actually, skins? Oh. Wait, Lapland's got a skin? Ooh. Okay, I like that it's animated, but I actually think I prefer the color scheme. And you guys probably know me. Black and red is a fire color scheme. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I prefer her original, to be honest. It's just fire. It's just absolute fire. Is she just monochrome, or does she actually have color on this one? Oh, she does. She has little bits of purple. What's her animations like on this skin, actually, I wonder? SilverAsh. Oh my god, how dare you. How dare you. He is the new OP character. Oh, she's got a coin. She's balancing a coin. Very cool. I'll look up a video and see what her combat animations look like, because if her combat animations look sick, it might be worth getting. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, this one looks cool. Wait, how much currency do I have? Okay, let's look through them first before we decide on skins we're buying. I don't even have Vina, but all Vina's skins and even her default skin look crazy good. It's just a shame the character is kind of ass. It's just a shame they kind of did her dirty, not gonna lie. Such a fire design as well. Huh. Guess I've just gone for a darker theme for her, because she's usually got more like white on her, right? I've seen this one before. I don't have the spare Originium or the whatever the gold stuff is to pay for that. Damn, I wish I had a Skadi Corrupting Heart, man. Skadi Corrupting Heart has probably got some of the best skins in the game. Wait, I think I have Spectre. Wait, no, I don't have Spectre the Unchained. I think I've only got Spectre. No. Let me just check. Let me check. No, I think it's just yeah, it's just normie Spectre. No, I still don't have that character, bro. Sad times. Sad times. I got SilverAsh on my 20 on my 20 rolls. Only did one 6-star since my friend was watching. Ooh, nice. Wasn't planning on using him. Bro, SilverAsh is disgustingly powerful from the videos I saw coming out of China. He kills, I think it was the video of him fighting or soloing, essentially, Patriot. And yeah, SilverAsh just destroys Patriot in like 2 seconds. I could put her up if you want to borrow and try her. You mean Premonix? Oh, because you've leveled Premonix. Oh. Oh, you mean you've got her with the skin up? Oh, I see. I understand you now. The drones are kind of like meh. The hat on the drones kind of ruin it, in my opinion. Oh, okay. Yeah, that skin doesn't sound great then. That skin doesn't sound great. I don't have Passenger. I think I've got the other Rosmontis skin. This is the sad skin. Let's not use the sad skin. I do have... No, I have normal now. God damn it. I have none of the alters. Ooh, look, another sick-ass Skadi Corrupting Heart skin. Ooh. This is what I tell... Does the black and red color scheme not just look absolutely fire? Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. It just looks fire, man. Holy... Whoa. I don't think I've actually seen this skin before. Okay. Character I don't use, though. Wommy! Oh, if I had Degenbrecher, this is one of the best skins in the game, too. Degenbrecher looking amazing. Damn. Oh, the Witchfire skins, man. Or the Witchfest, sorry. The Witchfest skins are great. Oh, is this like a huge one? Is there like a crazy amount of skins in this? Oh, I think there is. Ooh, Paprika has a skin? Ooh, I actually kind of like that. I don't use Paprika, but I do like this skin. I like the character design for Paprika. don't we get a free Ashton Altar or something? Isn't that part of the event? Mulberry. Oh, Canterbile? I think I would prefer normal Canterbile, to be honest. Suzerain already got a skin. Golden Glow already using her better skin. I think Gladiator. Anything else kind of crazy? Rosa. It's a good skin, but I think I've got the better Wishlash one. I've got the Witchfest Wishlash one. Okay. Damn, they have a crap ton of skins going at the moment. If you ever needed a skin, now's the time to get it. Jesus. We could get a Kyobe skin. I do use her a bit. Jessica skin. Schwartz. I mean, it's actually incredible to me that I still don't have Schwartz. I think I've got the better Mostoma one. Yeah, I think I've got the better Mostoma one, where she's sitting down in it. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Holy. Okay, there we go. We're at the end, finally. Alright. So, I think I'm gonna... Oh, I need to back out all the way. I think I'm gonna grab the Silverlight one, because the Silverlight one looks crazy good. Yeah, Ashton the Light Chaser. Ooh. Some of the skins disappear in 10 minutes. Oh, it has an animation. I think she's talking about us because she said you 200 years old, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure that's reference to me, maybe? Or maybe she was referencing something else. I don't know. My Japanese isn't that good. I only understand parts. But damn, this is fire skin. Fire skin. I assume this is like her morning skin. Yeah, Condolence. Yeah, so it's a morning skin. Of course, being black. And with the veil as well. Okay, equip that. Does it actually... Do the skins have... Sub-brand series. Attire worn by Civilite Turner during her deep dive into Teresa's data. Through the veil of time, she spots memories sealed by the dead. Is there like places you can read like more of the stories about the skins, or is this basically it, this little blurb thing? 24s always have the intro. Ah, the Lapland skin also has animation. Yeah, I think the only other one I'm probably interested in getting in here is maybe... Actually, no, to be honest, I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy with everything I've got at the moment. What was the Mlynar one? How does Mlynar look normally? I feel like he's very similar. Oh, there's differences. Okay, there's differences. Maybe we pick up the Mlynar one near the end of the event. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, after we did the rolls, let's watch the trailer for this event, because I haven't actually watched it yet. Actually, it might play. Hold on. It might play when we go into it. Let me check. Let me check that first. It might just play. There we go. You love to see it. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, it moved a little. Oh, it's really struggling. Uh-oh. Well, you know, sometimes, you know, we're just going to pull it up on YouTube. It's fine. It's fine. We'll pull it up on YouTube. The sound's gone again as well. You know what? I'm going to actually just restart the game because this is a weird bug I've never had before. Oh my god, all the sound just attacked me. All right, let's bring that up. That's a weird bug I've never experienced before. Arknights. What is this called again? What's this event called again? Retracing our steps. Arknights retracing our steps. Trailer. Is it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay, I found it. They released a fair few, like, trailers, teasers, and stuff for this event, huh? Alright, let's mute the game. Mute the game. Bring this over. And... let's actually grab... Actually, you know what? We could probably just do... Nah, we want to grab the actual window, I think. Where is it? Retracing our steps. Here we go. I'm pretty sure I hit mute game. Wait, where is this sound coming from? Oh, I've got two... Wait. I've got two Arknights open. What? Uh-oh. Alright, let's give this a watch. Pretend that it's the in-game version. The little ear twitch. Is he playing by himself there? Is the bell meant to protect her from, like, the wind or something? That's Kiara, right? Wait, is that Kiara? Ah, the squirrels are back. I'm actually surprised. Oh no, we did get a squirrel, didn't we? Last, wait, did we get a squirrel playable? Maybe we haven't. We need Retados, man. He's about to level up. He's going to go pray to the hyperglyph gods. Give me an altar. Oh. It is Kiara. Okay. I don't remember Kiara having a tail though. Maybe I just didn't look at the character art closely enough. Damn. Upgrades, baby. Upgrades. See, look how OP he is. He's so strong. Wait, where's his crow? Does he not have his crow anymore? Surely the crow flies in now or something. No. Ooh, look at this guy with his fancy pieces. Wait. That is... Oh, I thought all the pieces had the same logo on them. No, they're all the different countries. Kiereg, Casimir's. Okay, it's a little bit blurry. I don't actually... Oh, is Colombia the star? I've never actually realized that before. Okay. Is that... Oh, that's Sami. Lithuanian, Iberia. Siesta is a triangle, which makes sense because it's like the Egypt-based place. Minos. What these two have been broken, it looks like. Okay. And whatever this... Oh, it's Victoria. I was about to say, whatever this one is like a... It's like built up massively. So whoever this is looking at Victoria and saying Victoria is like a main player, as well as Kiereg, which is actually kind of interesting. Actually, if you look at it, Colombia also kind of looks like the queen piece. You've got a castle, a bishop. Oh, bishop would make sense, actually, if it's... because Kiereg is very religion-based. And then the queen in Colombia. Interesting. And then the pawns are Casimir's and the other place. Okay. Boom. Back to it. All right, open, go.
Arknights.
Arknights. All right, let's hope we don't have any issues again. Here's hoping we don't have any issues. Womp. Oh, it was reset. Maybe it broke on the reset, on the server reset. Maybe that's what happened there. We also have another free roll. Oh my god. Spamming me with so much stuff. Ooh, 300. That's a sad time. Right. Free roll. Oh! Aww. I ripped that a little quickly because I was just expecting it to be a crappy one, but damn, we actually got a 5-star. Okay. Vendela! Okay, this is another character that I think has one of the sickest designs, but the character is not very strong. Unfortunate. Alright, we enter again. Ooh, okay. Unlocks after clearing the main story. I assume the characters... So Ashton we're probably going to get at level 5. Or after completing 5. Oh yeah, let me have a look. Actually, before we jump in. Let's see if I can boost... Is she a mage? She is a mage. Oh, she's a full mage now. She's not a support. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're kind of poor at the moment. I'm going to be honest, her voice sounds very familiar. Saori Hayami. Why does her voice sound so familiar? Stop. Saori Hayami. Oh, it's literally Yor! This is Yor Forger! Oh my god, I thought it sounded kind of like her, which obviously it is her now. Ah. Also, she plays that butterfly chick from Demon Slayer. And the elf girl from Dungeon Meshi. Wait, Dungeon Meshi? Not the eating one. Not the eating one. But the other one. Ah, very cool. Alright, so we've got her up to there. That's not great. She's only gonna last like the first 3, maybe 4 levels before she kind of gets, kind of needs to be replaced. But maybe we'll get some rewards from the event and be able to buff/boost her up. Deals 390% attackers arts damage to all enemies within range, so it's an AoE, okay. Inflicting cold for 3.5 seconds. Ooh. Wait, has the freeze team actually gotten better with her now? Probably. And pushing them with moderate force in deployment direction. That's interesting that it... Oh, that's very interesting. So you don't have to... Oh, in her deployment direction. Okay, so you can face her like right and she'll cause them all to move right. Okay. Snow spreads on the ground up to 5 tiles forward. 5 tiles? Wait, is snow a mechanic? Normally does not attack, but has greatly increased defense and res. When skill is active, attacks do AoE arts damage. Oh. This is pretty low cost, though. You can pretty much activate this quite often. Snow falls every 10 seconds onto tiles within attack range, dealing 20% attack as arts damage to any ground enemies passing through affected tiles. Oh, so she deals damage without even attacking. Okay. Not a lot. It is like chip damage, but each stack of snow reduces enemy movement by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Snow on the tile disappears when the first enemy on it leaves the tile. Oh, she does sound interesting. I'm very curious what her other abilities are. You can get LMD from the event? Yeah. Did you get the top operator, by the way? Yeah, it's in the shop. I should probably just run it. Sorry, it's in here. I'll just expedite it. Let's see what we get. Higher. Oh, it is actually a top. It is a 6. Duplicate. There's no way we get something new. Phantom. Okay. I had a feeling we weren't going to get anything kind of crazy from that, to be honest. Alright, let's go. I think we've put our levels into all we can. Unfortunately, we can't use the 5-star new character, but we can use the 6-star for these first ones. Let's check out the shop. Ooh. Cardigan. That's a cute skin. I like that. Nice. Christmas themed. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Black and red. Black and red. Yeah, this is actually kind of a good one too. Damn. Okay. Kind of expensive. 1,000 for both of those. And they're giving away the supporter one. Okay. Wait. Oracular riddles? Oracular riddles? Observatory Support Division. Pilgrimage through blizzards. Snow removal system. Oh. Rivers fed by snow melt, flow ever towards Lake Silvernerths, nourishing the heart that never freezes. Ooh, this is kind of a tune. I assume there's an EP for this as well. We'll play the EP if I can find it as the outro song. Alright, here we go. Dong, dong, dong. Buckle in. I believe you're wrong, sir. Victoria may be the strongest nation on Terra for now, but there is no guarantee that such prosperity will last forever. We are all familiar enough with the history of Victoria's 4 golden decades, nourished by the legacy of Gaul. Times have changed, however. When Victoria's productivity advantages eroded and her ambition to expand went unsated, the cracks of internal strife began to emerge beneath the surface. The last king attempted to mediate between the factories and the merchants, but failed to propose a new path out of the dilemma. His end was inevitable. The same was demonstrated by the coup in Lothanien not long after. Who emerged as the victor of the bloody struggle? No, it has been more than a decade since they hanged the Lord of Lions, but the repercussions of the coup linger to this day. The wheat of Brighton, the River Mersey incident. Have the Dukes been able to set aside their conflicts for even a moment this past decade? Everyone believes they will emerge the better for the struggle. Not one believes they're digging Victoria's grave together. If we do not see change soon, an intensifying civil war will be what defines Victoria in this new era. I don't know if it's a talent or if it's an S3, but once a tile hits 5 snow, it turns the block into an ice one. Oh, interesting. Ooh, it might be a talent. It might be her final talent. I heard that a most eloquent young man stole the show today. One would be forgiven for mistaking you for today's headliner. I meant no offense, Your Grace, Duke of Castor. I had hoped to make the acquaintance of more people of wisdom at your manor, but I confess I find myself disappointed. Do you consider yourself worthy of a position as a Duke's advisor, or even the Speaker of Parliament then? Anyone can point out the ills that plague this nation. Curing it, however, calls for the proper means, a stroke of luck even. It seems that I am hardly the one who should be worrying about these things, though. What do you think? I remember your mother. You have inherited none of her humility or courtesy, but all of her boldness and irreverence. Ensiodes. Oh, is this a young Ensiodes? Okay. A young Gnosis? Oh wait, no, his name's Ensiodes. Why did I think that was Gnosis's name? Okay, yes, yes. You would hardly have found time for a distant relative from a distant land if I had not caught your attention this way. It was a rather inflammatory speech, but far from being enough to lay a foundation. Many young lads have visited this house intending to make their name amongst the guests, so as to enjoy the adoration of others in high society. How do I know you are not one of them? I have little interest in becoming a guest of honor at the banquets of Victorian nobility. I simply bring a modest proposal. The resources of Kjerag and the industry of Castor complement each other perfectly. There is potential for equal cooperation. I am building Kjerag's first transnational trading company, and I would like to extend an invitation. Equal? Equal. In 30 years, the name Kjerag will lie on the lips of all the nations of Terra. We have nothing to lose, and everything to gain from cooperation between our two lands. I commend your courage, but I doubt you have the means to make such a promise, child. You will assent. As a consummate and visionary politician, you are well aware of the dilemma that Victoria faces, or should I say, the Duchy of Castor faces. You would not lightly dismiss any measure that could improve the situation, however slim the chance. The fact that I stand before you now is proof enough that I'm worth investing in. Be thankful you are young enough that I can forgive your impudence. Answer me then, young visionary. With your wit and guile, how does a country that has yet to adopt the Originium Circuit plan on becoming a name on the lips of all the nations of Terra? Your doubts are well founded. Industry and technology are certainly important. But for a nation, there are other things that are even more important. To be frank, the particular nature of Victorian politics may have clouded your eyes to the potential of a united nation. I believe... So I'm pretty sure that scene was before the Victorian War. And she stood upon the highest peak, pointed to the lake in the distance, and spoke. Remember the path you walked, and let not yourself forget. Fear the blizzard that is yet to come, and let not yourself be arrogant. Clutch your bows and arrows, pickaxes and hoes tight, and let not yourself be careless. Love your brothers and sisters, love your neighbors and friends, and love the rocks and hills, the grass and trees, as you would love your own siblings. Heed these words, and no calamity shall befall you, and your home and hearth will be safe forevermore. I feel like that needed like a amen at the end of it. Saintess, it's almost time. Have the doctors not found a way? For years, the finest doctors of Kjerag and Victoria tried everything they could think of to purge the poison from the Great Elder. In the end, it is not illness that takes him, but time. I see. May I see him? Of course. Please, deliver him in Keriander's name. Enya gently pushes the door open. The dying man's chest barely moves as he lies on the bed. He seems to hear the sound and cocks his ear with great effort before opening his mouth meekly. Enya, is that you? Great Elder. How are you feeling? Would you like some water? No. Listen to me, Enya. What is your wish? This day has been too long in coming. Do you think that this day has been too long in coming? Of course not. You taught me many things. You have done well. But I was a poor teacher, a poor elder. I was not even a pious child of Keriander. Great Elder? I haven't heard Keriander's voice for many years. I prayed day and night, recited the scriptures over and over, but she never answered my call. I was lost. I was afraid. But I had to keep going. I thought if Keriander's will was to protect her people, it was not against her will to act in such a way. I wanted to strengthen the Vinebead Court's authority. I wanted the hearts of Kereg to be united and firm. But I erred in many ways. One can lie to a man, but no one can deceive Kerigander. She sees all that we do. She knows all our errors and our repentance. I know. I believed. But a long time passed, and I thought that I had not been punished by Kerigander. And so I stopped believing. Until last night, Kerigander came to me in a dream. She did not reproach me. She simply walked in front of me, leading me to the lake whose surface was like a mirror. And she said, "All the rivers shall converge upon this place." And then I knew my time was up. I want to repent. I must repent. But it's too late for me. Enya, tell me honestly, do you still hear Kerigander's voice? It's kind of funny knowing from the previous event that she's literally talking to Kiara, which is literally Kerigander. Her followers must listen carefully to her teachings at all times. The noise of the land may deafen our ears to her voice, and the wind and snow blind our eyes to her teachings. But remember always that she is good, and those who forsake her walk on the wrong path. It is harder to be good than evil, to forgive than to hate, to be humble than to be proud. Those who tread this path must know it is a treacherous one, but those who stray from it shall find it even harder to return. Hey, the squirrels! Rattados, let's go! I'm actually surprised one of them didn't become playable this event. Actually quite surprised. Now if I remember, Rattados is the wife? Yes, I believe so. Stop making all that noise, Yucatan. Since when are you as restless as Sirius? I'm sorry, Matriarch, but I just can't help myself at a time like this. There's nothing I can do for her but pray. Always so uneasy, you and Sirius. She is my younger sister and the future brown-tail matriarch. A little thing like this should be no trouble at all. That idiot's in excellent health. You remember how she sneaked out to climb Mount Zhongfrei when she was 8, and ended up breaking her leg when she fell? They sure thought she'd never walk again. In 2 months, she was running and jumping around like nothing ever happened. No one gave it a second thought. Are we really sure there were no lingering effects? No. No, of course there wouldn't be. It was so long ago, and the doctors say she's healthy as a burden beast. But can those Victorian doctors really be trusted? I'll have their heads if anything happens to my stupid sister. Oh, Gottverdami. What language is this? Gottverdami. Oh, is this like Polish or something? I have no idea when it comes to law. Oh. I think this might be... No. It's not Polish, because Kazimierz is Polish, isn't it? I wonder what this is. It's been 4 hours. Why haven't they come out yet? Matriarch. Report from Captain Monch. Oh, Monch is still around. Let's go. Shut up. Don't bother me. Whatever it is. Understood. Let's take a deep breath, Matriarch. Karaganda will protect Russ. She's the gentlest woman I've ever met. Who would Karaganda watch over if not her? You're right. You're right. Karaganda. O Karaganda, hear my prayer. I'm hardly the most pious of Karaganda's people, but now I muster all my piety, in the hopes that Karaganda will grant me this one favor. If Clan Browntail must be punished for our past transgressions, then let all that punishment fall upon me. I'll accept your anger, your wrath, but please, spare my foolish sister. Oh, by Karaganda. It's gonna be Monch. Dear travelers, please note that train KT-392 departing from Lake Silbenherz bound for Brig Pass will be delayed by 1 hour due to inclement weather. Kjerag Rail sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience. Please speak to a staff member at the information desk if you require assistance. Are Victorian trains ever not late? Looks like they've rubbed off on Kjerag Rail. It's just a little wait. Frankly, I'd rather stay here for a while longer than deal with those investors back home. At least they have good sister milk here for free. Dude, I swear, every event lately they have mentioned sister milk, and I say it every time. It sounds disgusting. Stop. But inclement weather, they say. Doesn't look like it's snowing. Agitated woman. She looks like she's from... oh, she is! Rhine Labs. I was about to say, she looks like she's not from Cambodia. Oh my god, what do they call America in this place? I can't think of it. But yes, the America place. Oh. What's the hurry? The trains aren't running. Sorry, excuse me. Wait a minute. I've seen this trick before. You're a pickpocket, aren't you? Stop right there. Let me make sure you didn't steal anything. Huh? Colombia. It's Colombia, not Cambodia. The woman breaks free of the hand grabbing her shoulder and runs in the direction of the crowd, vanishing into a sea of people. Huh? Hey, somebody help! Thief! Did you lose something, ma'am? My purse, jewelry, terminal... Huh? Everything seems to be here. But that one... probably some unfortunate sod trying to get on without a ticket. I told you, this is Pious Kjerag, not post-war Londinium. No one's after your purse. Monch! By Karaganda. Does trying to ride without a ticket get you hunted down by warriors in Kjerag? Oh! Found you. Madam Caroline of Rhine Lab. I know who you are and what you've done. Come quietly unless you want everyone under the sun to know. The Vinebead Court will grant you a fair and impartial trial. First, give me what you're holding. The woman silently clutches the folder in her arms and thinks for a moment before crying out without warning. Run! Run, there's a bomb in the station! The crowded station quickly descends into chaos at the woman's cry. The creator of the chaos once again disappears into the crowd. Damn. That plan could have gone better. Russ, so glad you're alright. How are they? The children? Perfectly fine. Your sister's taking care of them. Rest now and don't worry about a thing. Yucatan, there were a few times there I thought I was going to see Karaganda. Every little bad thing that I ever did came flashing back before my eyes. Even that time I climbed the tree to steal foul beast eggs when I was 8. What would Karaganda punish me for? She already punished you, remember? The time you spent 2 months in bed. Don't worry about it, Russ. We've made it through so much. Now we've got another reason to keep going. We have to see Oak and Berry grow up. Dude, the names that they give, jeez. Karaganda won't separate us. Yucatan, is it snowing outside? It's a little cold. I'll add some firewood and get you another blanket. Sleep well, Russ. The winter will pass and we can go see the flowers by the lake when spring comes. All of us together. Sirius closes her eyes and falls asleep quietly. It should have been a moment of happiness, but Yucatan feels a rock in his heart. He looks outside. The clouds are thick and heavy, but the snow refuses to fall. This kind of weather is rarely seen in Kjerag. Maybe we're in for a cold winter this year, Yucatan thinks. When the winter passes... She is omnipresent. She cannot be sought. We need not question her existence. She is there when we choose to follow her. Do you remember this from the scriptures? No. This is not how it should be. If she is omnipresent and cannot be sought, then who hears her will? And who... You should rest, Great Elder. Don't let yourself suffer. I see it, Enya. I see unprecedented calamity descending upon Mount Carlin. I see Originium bringing ruin to the land. I see her abandoning Kjerag. Caught up in a bout of excitement, the old man stares outside the window, his face warped and twisted, seemingly seething in anger or engulfed by a terror that defies description. He raises his withered arms, trying to grasp something, only for them to fall back down meekly. Finally, he quiets down, as though he has expanded the last sliver of strength he had. Great Elder, Enya, say a prayer for me. The final chapter of the Karaganda. And all the rivers shall converge upon this place at the end of it all. And you shall walk the path forward alone, and the path you shall walk lies beneath your feet. She sighs as she speaks the words. She turns around and disappears in the wind and snow from whence she came. Rip the Elder then, I guess. He's gone. Oh, these two are still fighting? You're gonna meet with your beloved Degenbrecher? Is she in this event? She should actually be. She should still be around. You have no hope of escape. The people of Kjerag know the wind and snow better than any outsider. Your arts are not effective here. We don't want to damage our relationship with Rhine Lab. Otherwise, I would keep you here by any means necessary to retrieve the military secrets that you stole. I'm not carrying your military secrets. I have no reason to believe you. You don't understand. Don't understand what? You don't understand what these data mean. How long do you think your god will protect you? You can't talk your way out of this. Whoa. Wait. Avalanche? What? Oh, what's with the clouds? Run. Oh, no, it isn't an avalanche. Oh, I'm sure she is. Let's go. Oh, well, that building got destroyed. Wait, is that the... Wait, is this the train station? Uh-oh. The avalanche struck in an instant. A loud crack moved the mountains that had remained dormant for many years. Snow poured down the slopes, mixed with rocks and black crystals, and all creation was obscured by grey and white. The mountains trembled. The echoes lingered in the valley. Few could comprehend what had just happened. It was the first catastrophe in history to strike this place. By the way, how's your roll? I got them all. I only got Pramanix. I only got the maiden, unfortunately. The shrine... I assume she's a shrine maiden. Or whatever she's meant to be. Yes, I didn't get the busted SilverAsh, at least not yet. I am tapped out though, so we're going to be free rolling it and whatever resources we get from the event. So we might get unlucky, but we'll see. First snow. Nobody could have predicted what would happen when the first snow fell. Avalanche warning. Oh, avalanches are actually part of the game. It's a game mechanic. Okay. Okay. But it's left me with only 15,000 Arundum. I'm broke. Rip. Rip. I am left with 1,000 Arundum at the moment. Oh, is this where the avalanche hits? This box? The rainbow box? Eh? Oh, it's gaining every time someone enters it? Interesting. Now what happens? Oh! Huh? What happened? This is a place Kerrigander prohibits anyone from setting foot. She won't let anyone through. Look, it's that Saintess statue. She uses it as a medium to repel intruders with avalanches. Okay. Pushes and deals true damage. Got it. Oh. Dude, does this event actually have a banger soundtrack? I might need to listen to it in full. Enemies need only stepping into the avalanche area to raise its SP. Got it. Oh, these are enemies in this event? Oh god, there's a big guy over there headed our way. Oh, it's based on weight? Damn. Turns out Kerrigander is fat shaming. It's not going to activate though, right? We need another one to come in. I'll back you up. Boom. The avalanche's area is flashing and avalanche is about to strike. So what happens to our characters? What happened? Operators in the avalanche area will also increase the warning level and trigger avalanches. They'll push the operators inside the area in the Saintess statue's pointing direction. Oh, so they kind of act like Pramanix. Lol. At least that was a deployable tile behind me. Were it not the case, I think I'd have taken even more damage. Oh, so if you get pushed into terrain, you'll take like double damage? Okay. What range tiles do we have? Oh yeah, that'll work. Don't really have anywhere else to put a tank there. Oh, unless I tank... Oh, do I just force it to happen? I'm just gonna force it to happen. Oh, wait, I think I screwed. That works. She goes, but that's okay. So now they have to enter it again. Okay, this one's... I understand the mechanic now. I think they will activate it, actually. Yeah, 100% they're gonna activate it. Speed up! Guess who got SilverAsh in the free single? I hate you. Don't talk to me. Take your SilverAsh and go somewhere else and play with it. Oh no, congrats, man. Congrats. It's always a good day when you roll once or even do the first 10 pull and instantly get everything you want. That is a fantastic day. Amidst the wailing foul beasts continue to circle above the snow, heralding news of death. More misfortune is still on its way. Oh, so that's heralding the death of the elder, so someone else is about to die as well, apparently. Wait, they're not gonna kill... They're not gonna kill the squirrel that just gave birth, are they? Uh-oh. Praminix is OP, her ST is broken. Oh. Oh. Well, unfortunately, our Praminix is not at S2 level. Not yet. Let's just grab her, though. There she is. What else do we want? Nightmare, you... Yeah, 2 mages is enough. And we can quick select the other ones. Alright, let's have a look at who we don't play a lot of. Let's bring Kiara to be theme accurate. You know what? Let's bring Vendella, seeing as we got her again. Let's bring old Praminix too. Let's bring Rope because she's got a new skin. I need some. Let's take Fillet. Bagpipe. Snegarachka, because I don't fully... Oh, wait, no, she's just an Irene. Yeah, an Irene, right? Irina? Irene? Whatever. Gains 3 DP. Yeah. Oh, no, she is slightly different, actually. Let's bring Umari, because why not? Who else do we want? We're starting to get to, like, the ones now. Grace Bearer, because she's not usable anywhere else except these early stages. We already have a tank, but we could have brought Vitochki, I guess. I want, like, another melee character. Ooh. Oh, she's level 1. That's probably not a good idea. Let's not bring her. Let's bring something melee. Come on, show me something melee. Indra? Sure. Yeah. Dude, why have we got so much range? Oh, here we go. Here's all the melee. Let's bring Estelle, sure. Alright, let's go. In a minute, my entire lineup costs less than 10 DP. It's so funny. That's disgusting. What? Just 1 DP for each one? Wait, is that what SilverAsh does? He just reduces the DP cost of everyone? I don't actually know what he does, to be honest. By the way, I bet you buy Teresa's skin. Don't judge me. Don't judge me like that. Don't judge me like that since I've already bought it and have already applied it to Teresa. Don't judge me like that. No, I didn't read it. Team Alpha. Drop the supplies in the east side clearing. Set up medical tents in conjunction with the Palarosh reinforcements and be ready to receive wounded. Right. Team Bravo, take your shovels and wineskins and look for survivors in the ruins of the train station. Be thorough and keep your ears open for any cries. Alright. Team, grab your gear and follow me. Try not to make too much noise. We could still be looking at a second avalanche. A-Team is on its way to investigate the mountains. trust our people, and trust in Karaganda's protection. By Karaganda. By Karaganda. By Karaganda. Time's a wasting. Get moving. Yes, sir. Don't tell me you buy Vina and Holohayak too. Holohayaks I'm not actually a huge fan of, I'm gonna be honest. Not a huge fan of Holohayak's skin. I'll be honest, Holohayak's skin makes her legs look tiny. Is it just me? She looks top heavy in that art. She looks like super top heavy that the legs just make no sense to me. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Holohayak's skin. The Vina one is sick, and I would get it if, one, I had Vina, and two, if Vina was actually a decent character. Unfortunately, both of those are not true. Before the voices disperse on the cold wind, the servants of Clan SilverAsh are already on the move, spreading out on the snow in every direction. They are not the only ones here. The white tide has torn a gash in the peace. I am eyeing off the Jessica skin where she has like the black and red robe because of course black and red. Over here. This one's alive. Oh my god, this guy's still around. Hang in there. You're a Song of Kerag. You can take it. My leg. I can't move my leg. My leg is... Don't move. Somebody in the back report. We dug a hole, but his leg is pinned under a steel girder. If we can't get it out of the way, we'll need a surgeon to... No. I'll try to dig it open a little bit more. Okay. Good news, the girder's already broken. All we need to do is lift it up. All we need is a little elbow grease. Over there. All hands on deck. Hold tight. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Ah, it hurts. We got a gap. Pull him out now. I got him. Take it easy. Lift him up and put him up on the tarp. Careful not to pull the wound open. Slowly. Carefully. Got it. Stretcher. Out of the way. Stretcher coming through. Suppressed, restrained cries. Rescues. Stretchers. Survivors. The rescuers run back and forth on the white snow. Their faces red with exertion. Hot sweat dripping on the snow. You bought them all? I mean, they are kind of fire. Oh, question, Nia. Did you buy the Lapland one? Did you buy the Lapland skin? I'm going to be honest. The Lapland Alta skin, also not a huge fan of. Also not a huge fan of that one. Take over for me here, Gulo. Save every soul you can. Right. But where are you going, sir? Sir Arctos, is rescue work in the south already done? No, not yet. Gulo's overseeing it. I came to find you. We're handling things here. No need to worry. The Browntails' help has already arrived. They brought blankets and food. Madame Ratados wanted to come personally, but she seems to be otherwise engaged. I figured as much. We know what's going on. Nobody blames her. Shisdrak. The timing of this bloody disaster. It came out of the blue. There were no warning signs, no chance to prepare. Yes, that's why I came to you. You know the rules. This avalanche happened on Palarosh land, and we're responsible for the mountains here. We've been watching the thickness of the snowpack. I've seen the records myself. Everything was normal. That's why I came to ask. Don't you have people at that research institute of yours whose job it is to check on the mountains? What are they saying? Research institute? You mean Rhine Lab? Yeah, they spend all day on the mountains carrying all that newfangled gear. You're not telling me they didn't find anything, are you? They have their own projects to deal with, and they don't necessarily focus all their attention on the mountains. Besides, we came as soon as we heard about the avalanche. We haven't had a chance to find out what they know. Sir Enciode sent Degenbrecher. Oh, Degenbrecher mentioned. Up the mountains with a team. They should be back soon. This is sending chills up my spine. What in blazes is this avalanche? And then we cut to Degenbrecher. The wind wails, carrying snowflakes with it. The man turns around and stares at the mountain. He may be a mountain among men, but he is little more than a pebble before the silent mountains. Is that... A group is moving quickly down the snowy mountain path, heading for the two men. I told you she's in here, yeah. Oh, you didn't get the Lapland one. Ah, you forced yourself into brokenness. And you didn't like it either? Yeah. No, not a huge fan of it, to be honest. I think it's a little too monochromy. Like, there's not much color going on with it. Sir Matterhorn, we must let Sir Enciodes know at once. We found... The investigator's expression is deathly pale. His fur boots wet and grey with dirty snow. In the wind, his rapid and ragged breathing sounds almost like wailing. Although, you know what I say? I'm not a fan of her not being colorful, and I think that's purely because Lapland as a character, I feel like, needs to be colorful because of how chaotic she is. Because then you've got Degenbrecher with her Witchfest skin, and she's literally just in a black dress. But it's still so fire. That skin is fire. If there are no further questions about the framework agreement, let us now move on to the detailed terms of the agreement. First, concerning taxation of the joint Kiereg-Casimir's mining endeavor. Sir, Madame Degenbrecher is outside. She has something to report. Right now? Yes, she says it's extremely urgent. Show the Degen. There she is! There's our girl. What's this urgent matter? We found this on the mountain where the avalanche occurred. Degenbrecher opens her gloved hand, and a small black shard of virginium lies quietly in her palm. On a mountain in Kiereg. If the mountain by the train station counts as Kiereg, both Knossos and Rhodes Islands have examined it. It's almost certain that... Degenbrecher looks around her, making sure there are no eavesdroppers, and drops her voice. This avalanche was a catastrophe. How many know? The investigation team is our people, so we can keep them quiet, but a number of those at the foot of the mountain have been infected. It won't be a secret for long. Instruct Matterhorn to set up a blockade and not allow civilians to approach. I want checkpoints on the mountains as well. Contact Rhodes Island and request secrecy in the housing and treatment of patients. Tell them to contact Carl and Trade if they need any help. And tell Ritados and Arktos to meet me at the train station in 1 hour, whatever it takes. Understood. Anything else? Take a squad and go to the Vinebead Court immediately. And tell Knossos to take a team to protect the Rhine Lab observation station. Understood. I agree. Yeah, hell yeah, chef's kiss. Damn right. Enciodes checks his clothes and goes back into the conference room. I did try to get Degenbrecher. She was part of that, there was like 4 characters, I think, on the banner. 4 6-stars on the banner. I did roll quite a bit on that banner trying to get Degenbrecher, and I think there was a couple other characters I didn't own on that too. But alas, we got zip from that banner, unfortunately. So my luck has carried over into this event as well, apparently. I apologize for the delay. Let us continue. First, concerning taxation of the joint Kiereg-Casimir's mining endeavor. Damn, dude's all business talk, man. Enya. Preposterous. Preposterous. There has never been such a prophecy in all of the scriptures. Why would Kerrigander punish us with a catastrophe? It's preposterous. Even if it happened, she has left us because she is angry with us. How do we explain this catastrophe, if not by Karaganda's anger? Look at the crowd surrounding the Vinebead court now. They are pious believers in Karaganda, gentle children of Kereg. Are we to tell them that the families and friends they lost, all their suffering happened for no reason at all? The people are troubled. The faith is shaken. But it is at a time like this that our own faith must be stronger than ever. How do we know this isn't a trial from Karaganda to reinforce our faith? Karaganda has not abandoned Kereg. Why should we punish Kereg for no reason? Perhaps it happened because we acted against Karaganda's will. The young cleric takes one look at the saintess in the middle of the hall, then lowers his head without a word. You may speak your mind. Saintess, I believe this is the fury of Karaganda. It's a warning. Because the Vinebead court, because we made the wrong choice. We should not have allowed the faithless to build upon Mount Carlin. We should have remained firm, rejected them. If they did not defile the temple of Karaganda and anger her, why would Kereg... His voice grows lower, but at the same time firmer. The hall is quiet, with no one speaking out in objection. I see. You believe that I, the Saintess, have offended Karaganda and brought catastrophe upon Kereg. No, Saintess. What I mean is... Now your words offer valuable insight. It is not only the people at the foot of the mountain. Many who sit among us think the same way. This is what is happening now. People doubt the Vinebead court, and you, too, are anxious and wavering. Cleric Fangot, Cleric Renoa, one of you believes that Karaganda continues to favor us as she always has. The other believes that Karaganda has... She bows and thinks for a moment, her alabaster face calm as ice. Recite to me the 3 protections detailed in the Karaganda. Yes, Saintess. The first protection, page 7, line 9 of the Karaganda. And so she spoke to the shepherd boy, saying, I shall grant you shelter and all that you may need. I shall hunt in the woods, and I shall plant seeds in the earth, such that you will have furs to wear and food to eat, and neither frost nor famine shall take you. And thus she protects us from the harms of cold and hunger. The second protection, page 25, line 17 of the Karaganda. And so the protector came forth from the people, awakened in the clouds of myriad colors, and built high walls of earth watered with snow. And thus she protects our homes and our kin, and she taught us the means to defend ourselves from our enemies. And page 32, line 2 of the Karaganda, towards the end. That day she proclaimed to the people, My eyes shall watch over you, my fur shall warm you, my backbone shall protect you, while my flesh and blood shall bless you. You've learned the way of wind and snow, and learned the form of walking. You are the people of Kereg, and the land of Kereg belongs to you from this day forth. Very good. Now tell me, is there anywhere in the Karaganda where Karaganda promises that Kereg will always be safe from catastrophe? Also interesting that like the holy text that they're referring to is called Karaganda, and their god is also called Karaganda. Interesting. You think they would be called something different. Are you making that promise to Karaganda's people on her behalf? Many of the seated clerics look down without a word. It is quite enough to hear a pin drop. The smell of incense fills the nostrils, but it feels as though their breaths have been frozen in place by the exchange that just occurred. Your words ring true, Saintess. Catastrophe has struck Kereg. Some have died, and others have become afflicted. The entire Snow Realm has heard the news. Fear, anxiety, sorrow, and even anger are spreading throughout the people of Kereg. Our duty is to seek a solution. Certainly. Now is not the time for debate. And my words are intended as a warning, not to fall into the twin traps of panic and prejudice.
You are the faithful devotees of Karaganda, and you understand the weight the words have. No member of the Vinebead Court is to speak of Karaganda's punishment from this moment forth. Tomorrow, I will go into the Hall of Writings and devote myself to studying the scriptures and hearing her voice. Elder Adsa. Yes, Saintess. As the new Great Elder, you shall oversee the Vinebead Court in my stead during my retreat. You are to carry out the duties of the court faithfully and diligently, from placating the people to conducting the memorial service and copying the scriptures for the repose of the deceased. Understood. We must have faith. Kereg has weathered many storms and overcome many challenges. The Vinebead Court is ever with the people.
Man, I only got Texas the Omatosa. Bro, Texas the Omatosa is a fantastic character. What do you mean? What do you mean only Texas? Is she good? Is Texas Alta good? Bruh. Texas Alta is... Okay, she's not Wis'Adel good, but she's still kind of cracked. She's usually in my team. She's usually in my S tier team. She can clean up and she can wipe out so much stuff and deal so much damage so quickly. It's... Yeah, she's great. She's fantastic. Oh, you even said, okay, but still I want Wis'Adel. Yeah. Yeah, Wis'Adel does make life easy. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
At least things haven't gotten out of hand.
This like almost cat-like mouth she makes all the time. I swear she might be the only character that does this. The girl exhales and slumps over the desk, finally able to relax the back that she has kept straight as a fur in the snow. Don't actually know what a fur is.
I don't understand. Why do people keep treating our god as a wishing well? Why do they attribute everything good and bad in their lives to her? I know this is not how I should think, as their saintess, but I don't understand why a catastrophe would strike now either. Bring in the dresses, please, Kya. The funeral preparations are done. Starting tomorrow, we'll... Kya?
Oh, is she not around anymore? Oh, that is kind of concerning. Uh-oh. The room is quiet except for the whistling of the wind and the cracking of the fire. Enya turns to find that the room is completely empty.
Kya, where are you?
The handmaiden who should be at the Saintess's side at all times is nowhere to be seen. There is only Enya's own shadow, thin and long in the light of the fireplace, flickering in the dim room.
Kya?
Oh, that's a bad omen. Uh-oh.
Enya, tell me, honestly, do you still hear Karaganda's voice?
Nope. Not anymore, apparently. Oh, did she leave a note? The cracking of burning firewood echoes through the empty room. The wind continues to wail outside the window. She can almost hear the cries of the bewildered devotees at the foot of Mount Carlin. Enya recalls the day that she first came to the Saintess's quarters. An unfamiliar room, an unfamiliar smell. Home was well in sight, yet she would never return there under her own name. At that time, she felt the same emptiness, as though this room were a snowy cave. But she has grown accustomed to having a companion, someone to whom she can pour her heart out, someone to whom she can rely. But now, the Karaganda scriptures lie open on the desk. The dressing mirror reflects the girl's helpless expression.
Kya, you promised me you wouldn't disappear so suddenly. Exactly what happened?
Too bad you don't have Degenbrecher. Then you could have put her in the old operator squad. True. True. And she is a goated pick for that team too, to be honest. Oh, it's a snow thing. I don't actually know. A snow bear? A snow child is its actual name. Takes extra damage when on colliding with high ground. Wait, how can you force that? Oh, you can push with this into the terrain? Okay. So if we can put our tanks here, they'll always get pushed into the... Oh, that's not... Is that high terrain? I think that is. Let's start with these guys to start generating some DP. We only have one tank though, which is a little unfortunate here. Oh, there's a bottom lane too. Oh god. Oh, we should have moved them down because they're all going to get bounced down, huh? That's okay. I still need something for down here though. I think they get hit by wind. Oh no, not yet. The background music's so Norse-like. Yeah, the music for this one's actually crazy good. Kind of want her. Yeah, there we go. Punch. Punch. Dude, when do we get an altar for Estelle, man? She needs to become relevant in the story again. What's your ability? Okay, when she gets attacked, she does AoE attack. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Oh my god, there's two of them! Ah! Oh, of course she got moved. Oh, interesting! Huh. So a ranged unit can be pushed onto a ground tile and they stay there. Very interesting. Okay. Wait, what is the sheep doing? Oh, do we just want to put something in front of this to crash it, I assume? Oh, it's not getting crashed. Uh-oh. Well, that was a waste of that ability. Okay, this thing's actually going to deal a bit of damage. I'm a little afraid. We do have healing, though. Slow it down. It gets feared as well. Or nightmared. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, look at that. The little roses under the feet from the healing. That's kind of cool. Oh, I hate this. We might need the tank downstairs. Rip. Oh, they get hit by that as well. Oh, so you can just spam this with your units, right? This is bad. Get rid of you. Okay, the avalanche mechanic is very handy. Does she ever in any story? I think so, but probably as like a side character, like a very, very side character. She appears. Wait, mule size? Oh. Hello, water elf. What are you doing here? That was fast. An observation station of this size, built in such a short period of time. Yeah, I think she just appears in like a very side character thing. Like she just makes a quick appearance and then disappears. Business must have cried tears of blood when they approved the budget. Actually, we got more sponsorship offers from financial institutions than we could handle the moment the committee approved the Carreg observation station. If anything, funding was the least of our worries on this project. Honestly, Silence,
I didn't expect the committee to approve the proposal that easily. I had my reservations. I still think Rheinlab is too adventurous with regard to research into the star pod. There are numerous potential risks that we have not fully considered. But I also recognize that the stability I hope for may never come. At the end of the day, it's the specific people in whom we place our trust. Well then, thank you for your trust, Silence of the Scientific Ethics Consensus Committee.
That's a title.
I hope that what we're doing is worth it. Of course it is. This station is a unique opportunity for the company. In addition to the starpod research, the low originium environment of Kereg also offers a rare opportunity for biological research. Not to mention Maryam has wanted to visit Karlan for ages. I don't know who that is. Maryam? Even Ferdinand came up with the proposal for the station's core power supply just 2 weeks after we got approval. Of course, he buried his head in his theoretical research right after that. Elena from Energy is handling the actual implementation. Let's hope our interactions with Kereg go as smoothly. I believe there will be no need to worry about that. Sorry, maybe? The door to the observation station opens from the outside. The visitor flicks away the snow that has fallen on his shoulders and walks in. Oh, his? Knossos? Oh, there we go, yep. We meet again, Mr. Edelweiss. Just a regular visit to see if you need anything for the construction of the station. It seems like things are progressing quite smoothly. Knossos looks up at the bright lights installed on the spacious ceiling of the station. Rheinlab and Karlan Trade have worked together to build this little temple, sturdy and bright, in an astonishingly short period of time. Compared to the houses of Kereg, its bold, futuristic design might as well have come from another world. Karlan Trade will do everything in our power to assist Rheinlab's observation project, and provide any assistance necessary outside of the scope of work. As long as the terms agreed in the treaty are upheld, you will enjoy maximum freedom to conduct your activities in Kereg. Thank you for your generosity, Mr. Edelweiss. Research has always been the sole purpose of Rheinlab. We have no reason to violate the treaty. Of course, I believe as much. Such transnational cooperation is unprecedented in the history of Terra. It will undoubtedly produce its share of obstacles. I simply wish to express that, as long as we proceed with due candor in the sharing of scientific information, we will be able to avoid the sort of accident that occurred in Trimounts. Oh, I forgot to ask. Will the Saintess come and visit the station? I expect she will attend the opening ceremony once the facility is complete. Is there a particular reason why you hope to meet her? Oh, nothing serious. I'm just a curious critter. I kinda remember the Saintess wasn't too into our project, but then she flipped around and agreed all of a sudden. I just want to know what made her change her mind, and I figured that'd be a chance to ask. The Saintess has a very busy schedule. If you wish to meet her, you may want to attend some local ceremonies, if the fancy strikes. The Saintess and the Vinebead Court would be very happy to receive you. Let me know if you have such intentions, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Well, aren't you meticulous? You seem made for this job. I'm simply showing you proper Kereg hospitality. It's our mutual hope that this cooperation will be a fruitful one, free of trouble. Much appreciated. Our project wouldn't be going as smoothly without your help. I would not call it help. We are simply trying to achieve the same goal. Karlan Trade will connect the mountains of Kereg for you, paving the roads and providing the necessary freedom for your activities. In turn, Rheinlab will share data from your studies of our local ecology and assist with medical development. The contract details have to go between Director Fitzroy and Karlan Trade, of course. I'm a researcher, not a diplomat. I just want to know that Rheinlab has come to this sacred place in good faith. On this, I think we are of the same mind. They shake hands with nods and smiles, an image that could have served as a perfect press photo. There is no need to worry. We will continue along as friends, assuming we both abide by our agreement.
Yeah, I don't know where Saria is at the moment. Is it? Oh my. Wait, is this the new Ashton? This has to be the new Ashton, right? I don't remember her looking like this. If it isn't, I forgive the amount of drip original Ashton had. Holy. She looks great. The representatives of Carlin Trade are here, Elena. They want to meet a representative of Ryan Lab as soon as possible. Why? We don't have any scheduled meetings with Carlin Trade, do we? Is it because of the catastrophe? They want to discuss the cause and at least obtain the data observed by the station. Right. Did you see Carolyn anywhere? She's supposed to be in charge of the observation data, isn't she? That's the other question I have for you. No one's seen her since yesterday morning. What? What? Men with guns surrounding the station, demanding that all our researchers gather in the lobby for questioning. Is this how Carlin Trade treats its friends, Mr. Edelweiss? The researchers stand around the spacious lobby in small groups. Gnosis and the guards of Clan SilverAsh occupy the outside area near the door. The two groups stand opposite one another, as though separated by an invisible river. It's a request, not a demand. And it seems that not all your researchers are accounted for. Who exactly are you looking for? A researcher who was spotted in a restricted military zone of Kerrig. Gnosis scans the faces of the researchers one by one. The strong guards stand silently while the researchers exchange wordless gazes. She is not here. It seems that Ryan Lab is not fully aware of your researchers' whereabouts. If you're accusing us of espionage, I ask that you submit your complaint through the official channels. We are unable to cooperate with impromptu investigations like so. Of course, there is another reason why I'm here. I'm sure you've heard that the catastrophe that occurred within Kerrig's borders several hours ago, something that has never happened in our history. Panic is spreading. The people's nerves are sensitive and anything new may provoke a reaction. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Should I trust that you're not one of the sensitive ones, Mr. Edelweiss? My views on this matter and Carlin Trade's views are not important at this time. What is important is that the people want an explanation. I hope to work together with you to find the cause of this catastrophe. I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. I just checked the station's observation logs. There was nothing out of the ordinary in the 72 hours preceding the catastrophe. So you're telling me that the observation station did not detect anything abnormal leading up to the first catastrophe to strike this land in 1,000 years? That's the truth, at least based on our observation data. Elena. It's alright. Mr. Edelweiss wants the truth. We'll give him the truth. The primary objective of this observation station is to study the star pod. Current research shows no relationship between the star pod and catastrophes. Similarly, any assertion, I thought that was assertion, any assertion that building an observation station here might bring catastrophe to Kerrig is purely speculative, with no basis in evidence. Wait a second, Elena. Now is not the time to be argumentative. May I be frank? You may. The young woman's voice is calm, her gaze firm and unwavering. I won't mince words then. This may run contrary to the Kerrig faith, but from a scientific perspective, so-called sudden catastrophes are not an abnormal occurrence. It is the peace and quiet that Kerrig has enjoyed for so long, and the attitude of taking it for granted that is truly abnormal. The lobby is completely quiet. Elena's words echo to the end of the corridor. When this observation station was first established, Ryan Lab considered adding a catastrophe warning system. Unfortunately, we placed too much trust in past experience and did not consider the installation of this system to be a priority. If we are to take remedial measures,
The real priority should be for Ryan Lab and Carlin Trade to go back to the negotiating table and establish an effective catastrophe detection system in Kereg as soon as possible. A most astute observation, miss. I agree completely. Carlin Trade will make developing a catastrophe detection system a top priority. We would like to obtain a copy of the station's observation data from the past month. May we expect your cooperation? Of course. One moment, please. I didn't know you had it in you, Elena. Sorry, Director Mulesize. But was I too hot-headed? A little bit, maybe. I was just angry at how science has to explain for perceptions that are completely unscientific, no matter where we are. We have to recognize that science can be a very distant thing for a lot of people. The people and the things that trouble us are part of this land. It's not something that we can ignore. Like Silence said, science is a clear, incisive look at every one of us. I know, but this is just so absurd. Never mind that for now. Let's get the data we need. Data. It's not like we'll find anything. Wait. This graph. Wait, so she hasn't even looked through the data before she told Knossos that everything was fine? What? Huh? Elena picks up the scattered papers and notices the shape of a certain curve on the spectrogram. This is impossible. What is it? This machine is used to study the star pod structure by bombarding it with high-powered particle beams and observing the resulting electromagnetic radiation. I just realized that the data obtained between 3 and 4 a.m. on December 7th is identical to the data from the same period on December 4th. An unusual coincidence? Oh, the scientist that Monch is chasing down is up to something. Okay. No, it's impossible. Just like how no two snowflakes are completely alike, atmospheric electromagnetic radiation is constantly changing. This is only one possibility. If the exact same waveform is displayed during the same time period on 2 different days for an entire hour, someone altered this data. Falsifying data to support a hypothesis? But people don't usually pull shenanigans like that until way later in a project. Got any idea who might have done it? December 7th. The day before the catastrophe. Whoa. This person! Whoever you are! The one on observation duty was Carolyn. Could it be? Angry shouts pierce through the metal walls. Give Mount Carlin back to us! Back to Kereg! Back to Karaganda! Get off Karaganda's land! Uh-oh, the mob's here. The mob's here. Whoa. Now she's gonna look like a fool though, because she just told Knossos that all the data was fine. Now she's gonna have to go back to Knossos and be like, you remember that thing I told you in front of all of those people? Yeah, nah, I was wrong. We double checked the data and yeah, we're stupid. Lovely neighbors. The visitor knocks on the door, bringing fine food and wine and putting on a show of friendship, waiting for a sign of weakness he can exploit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so what do we got here? It's gonna be interesting which way this is facing. I almost feel like they need to show which way it's facing in these like little maps. It wouldn't be hard either, because this is literally just a 2D image, so they could literally just draw with Microsoft Paint, just draw an arrow pointing which way it goes. I think we're still good. We don't need to change anything yet, right? I think Praminix is still decent. Knossos poker face.
Ooh, wait, is this the facility they built? Damn. Damn, okay. It looks like they built a spaceship inside of the mountain. The hell? There they are. The unclean who defiled Mount Carlin and the faith of Kereg. This iron house of foreigners has angered Karaganda. O Karaganda on high, forgive our sins. The sound of praying and sobbing mixed with angry shouting. The sounds weave into a rope connecting tearful, fearful, and angry faces, surrounding the newly built observation station. The steel door remains unmoving. A wizened voice cuts through the crowd. Remember that the wind wrapping the mountains does not come from nowhere. The wind continues to roar. The old woman walks across the snow to the tightly shut door, her voice clearly heard by the others. It is her breath, sweeping down from the snow-white peaks. It is her vigilant watch, rising from the deepest valley to the highest cloud. It will drive out the miasma of evil and the parasites that hide amongst the rocks. Yeah, that's unfortunate that they built into the rocks. Oops. It brings all the sounds back to her ears so that she will hear, and the mountains bright and clear. Wait, is that door moving? Yes, they're opening the door. Our protest worked. Open up and hear our voice. Listen to the true voice of Karaganda's people. Listen to the voice of Kereg. You are not welcome here, you must leave. Outsiders off Mount Carlin, get back where you came from. Outsiders off Mount Carlin. Outsiders off Mount Carlin. The cries grow louder and clearer. Someone stretches out and waves toward the sky. Is it the result of sincere prayer? Or did the combined force of their invocations cause steel to tremble? The door opens. I remember last time Kereg built the warship, right? Yeah, they were hiding in like a tunnel or a cave, right? That was the Degenbrecher event, I'm pretty sure. That was revealed at the end of the Degenbrecher thing. Pretty sure, from memory. All breaths are baited in the silence. That garb. Are they from Clan SilverAsh? The one behind them. The Edelweiss. Did he come to send these outsiders away? He'd better. They were the ones who brought these people in, and they should be the ones to pick up the mess. But something about his expression. Clear out the protesters. Avoid casualties. Put down your weapons. Back off. We're not backing off. Why are you telling us to go away? The ones who should go away are... Keep your hands off of me. Edelweiss, whose side are you on? Whose side do you think they're on? Their weapons and shields are pointed towards us. Isn't it clear enough who his friends and enemies are? A blizzard is coming. You should leave before the road is completely blocked. No need to worry about the dangers along the way. Clan SilverAsh's guards will ensure your safety and bring you back to... Grandma, wait, don't! The old woman forces her arm through the guards' ranks. Her movements are swift and without hesitation. The cold snow splashes upon the Liberi's face. May Karaganda forgive your sins. Pity and... Is that pity or piety? No, piety has an E in it. Pity and resolute mercy congregate upon the wrinkled face. Her cold finger touches Gnosis' forehead, leaving behind a simple curved line. A Kereg ritual, intended to drive the evil out of a child afflicted by fever. Oh. It's basically saying that Gnosis is got a devil inside of him, essentially. May her miracle drive out the miasma of evil and the parasites that hide amongst the rocks from you. Remember that the winds of Karaganda have visited upon your stubbornness before. Now, you send her away. Go home, madam. There is no change in Gnosis' expression as snowmelt flows down his face.
The winds in the mountains are harsh. Don't catch a cold.
Ooh. Ooh, this is kind of fancy art, excuse me. Panning shot.
Carreg, the beautiful paradise, clean and pristine beneath the wind and snow, pious and pure under divine protection. The faith of its people is firm as the mountains, never wavering. Or perhaps a single flake of snow is all it takes to begin its collapse.
Ah, the media. The reporters coming in to stir up shit, essentially.
What do you think of the catastrophe? Will it shake your faith in Karaganda? Jeez.
The faith of Kerreg isn't so weak. The people of Kerreg have never wavered, even before the toughest trial. I'll set out for Mount Carlin once the catastrophe is cleaned up and my leg is good again. The sun of Kerreg will drive out all corruption and evil, and those who bathe in it need fear neither pain nor illness, nor the stone disease. Karaganda is great. Karaganda is kind. She'll never abandon Kerreg. Everything will go back to the way it was once we clean up the snow.
She's so small.
Of course. It's all the fault of those Rhine lab people. Everything started going bad when they came. Carrick doesn't need no observation station. All we need is Karaganda's protection. Drive them out. Give me back my peaceful life. And my mum and dad.
Did she lose her mum and dad? Oh no.
Is there anything I can help? Wait, you're Victorian. Get your pitchforks. Who let this one into the village? Colombians and Victorians. Is everybody making their homes on our turf now? Get lost. You're not welcome here.
Good. Shoo them away. Shoo them away. Oh, hang on. Hang on. She kind of has drip. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold on. Let's talk to this person first before we make a decision.
Phew. This would be tougher than I thought. Do you need some help?
Oh, don't get involved.
Hi. I'm fine. I'm just short on film. I don't suppose I'll be able to find any here.
Let me see. Dude, her art needs to be updated. I feel like her art compared to just this like side character reporter is the quality, man.
Let me see. You can get this model from the Central Mall in the SilverAsh domain. Nice pics. Are you a photographer from Victoria? A reporter, to be exact. Good timing. May I get an interview?
Actually, you know what? I take it back. I take back what I just said. I think it's just two different art styles. Yeah, I think it's just two different art styles. No. I take it back. I take it back. One's very Victorian art style, and yeah, okay.
Who? Me? How do you view the catastrophe that just occurred in Kerreg? How do you view your faith when Karaganda no longer protects Kerreg from catastrophe? I thought I heard you talking about Karaganda and catastrophes from over there. You want to know how Kerreg people think? Of course. We came to report on the true Kerreg. People in other lands know very little about it, and we want your voices to reach them. There's no need to be burdened by the weight of religion.
Whoa! This girl, damn! She is not afraid to push agendas, huh? Damn. Okay.
Liberate yourself from the systemic oppression of rules and tradition, and tell me what you truly feel. Wow, I've never heard so many big words spoken in a single breath. My view on the catastrophe is simple. Catastrophes outside Kerreg are really bad, and it's the same for catastrophes in Kerreg. People suffer and get hurt everywhere. It makes me sad, and I wish these things never happened. And as for faith, may I ask a question? Does Victoria have a god too? Victoria? Yeah, I'm curious what the god of Victoria is like. Is he really... Oh, is he really petty? Does he get angry easily? You've been going around the village asking questions for days, but you don't talk about anything other than Kerrigander is angry and Kerrigander has abandoned you. So I thought maybe faith to you is something that's colder, harsher. A smile appears on the girl's face. Her cheeks rise and her voice is light and spry. I believe the god of Kerrig isn't like that. Kerrigander is like the people of Kerrig, generous and kind. She doesn't get angry over cable cars and factories or light bulbs and books. And she won't throw a tantrum by causing a catastrophe and taking lives. Kerrigander isn't petty like that. Imagine the absolute gall to go into a place. You know what this is like? This is like a reporter going into the Vatican. Going into, what is the place called? Is it Venice? Is it Venice? Wherever the Vatican is, unless Vatican is the place. Oh god, I'm showing my lack of knowledge here. Going to the Vatican and asking like someone walking by, oh, did the tragedy that happened in the world, your God didn't protect us. Stop believing now. Your God, release yourself from these rules. Like, what? Reporter, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Heave ho. One more box. Move over. Alright, put it down. You've got room on your truck. We got another 15 barrels of Bird and Beast milk wine. Can you bring it with you? 15 barrels. You ought to keep it. Can't have a big bar like this and nothing for guests. The 3 great clans alone have donated plenty of stuff to the affected village. Not to mention the local... Gentry? I think it's gentry. Not to mention the local gentry. A few barrels of wine more or less won't make much of a difference. I don't like to hear that. They can donate, but I can't. Who are you to decide whether they need it or not? Which of us has actually seen a catastrophe before? But that's too much. It's not. I know you're short on wine. Not only does wine keep people warm, it can also be used as medicine, and even to disinfect wounds when necessary. If we had all this stuff back then... Well, never mind. Anyway, you're taking it, not 1 barrel less, or I'll take it as you saying that I'm not one of you and I don't belong in Kerrig. Wait, that's not what I meant. Then take it. Think of it as doing me a favor. You know how that father-in-law of mine is like. He's endured hardship all his life, but he's never been stingy when it comes to sharing with hungry people. Now move aside and let me put the cargo in. Just don't get in any trouble and make him even angrier. I still remember he huffed and puffed when he proposed to his daughter. I thought he was a nice guy who just wanted to help. Turns out he was after my little girl Freya, he said. He said it and he was still mad, so he pulled out his cane. What are you lot chatting so excitedly about? Let's get to work. Dad and I just checked our stock. We still have about 2 truckloads of stuff. Mostly dried meat and cheese, plus some butter and herbs. Good thing I caught you before you left, Crate? Might just be Crate. Good thing I caught you before you left, Crate. Need to tell Carl and Trade to send another truck here. 2 trucks? I told you, Crate. Fine, suit yourself. You're the only newlyweds I know who'd rather give away their whole storehouse before taking any gifts. It's a catastrophe after all. It's never happened to Kerrig. No one knows how bad it is. But now is the time for us to work together and help each other. In Kerrigander's name. In Kerrigander's name. We'll work together and pull through. Let's go back, Lisbon. The wind's getting stronger. I can't help but have a feeling. The feeling of what? A strange feeling that something's about to happen. I must be overthinking it. Oh, Harold?
Your intuition is as sharp as always.
Wait, Harold? Is this real? Am I dreaming?
Well, that's certainly an honor. You still remember my name. Looks like you haven't forgotten the time we fought alongside each other.
Please stop making fun of me. What brings you here?
What else could it be? We've heard there's a spot of trouble in Kereg, so we came to offer some warmth as a good neighbor should.
Wow, a whole truck of supplies.
A truck? Take another look. Harold gestures behind himself, and Lisburn sees a long procession of vehicles bearing the Victorian crest, stretching as far as the eye can see.
Some warmth, you say?
Well, we're warmer than some other folk, to be sure. Whoa, who are you? Are you meant to be a bear? Are these bear ears? I think they are. Oh, okay. I must emphasize our concerns regarding this matter, Mr. SilverAsh. We consider Carlin Trade a reliable partner, and Kereg a respectable nation. We had hoped that the observation station would be the tip of the spear of our mutual understanding and cooperation. I have to say, at the moment, we are disappointed.
I understand Your Excellency's concerns. Allow me to explain.
No, I don't need an explanation. We understand the unfortunate circumstances that have befallen Kereg, and we express our deepest sympathies. But that is no reason for Kereg mobs to attack innocent Colombian scientists. We're seeing verbal abuse of our scientists, promoting hate and xenophobia. We are outraged by Kereg's contempt for and violation of the safety of other people. Should your government continue to allow the situation to spiral out of control, the Colombian side will take action to ensure the safety of Rhine Lab's researchers by evacuating them in accordance with our treaty.
Regarding the incident at the Rhine Lab observation station, Carlin Trade personnel have arrived on site and are working to de-escalate the conflict, preventing the situation from further deteriorating. As I understand it, there has been no injury to person or property.
Should we thank our lucky stars? Or that public sentiment has not yet reached a boiling point? Should we continue to trust in Kereg's ability to stabilize the situation? Or should that public outrage dissipate overnight? The fireplace cracks, sending forth a wave of warmth, but there is no warmth on the faces in the room. The Colombian ambassador adjusts her posture and raps the table with her finger, speaking in a calm tone. We respect the professionalism, sincerity, and capability that Carlin Trade has demonstrated in the past. It has allowed our cooperation and scientific collaboration to progress safely up to this point. Now, however, the Colombia's best and brightest are in danger on your land, danger that they never should have found themselves in. Kereg needs to provide a solution, or at least demonstrate a will to resolve the situation. What the? Oh, this is a Victorian ambassador, okay.
Your Excellency cannot ask so much of a developing country.
Considering Kereg's current circumstances, I find Mr. SilverAsh's performance thus far quite impressive. I see that Victoria shows great care for her neighbor. But of course, a kind neighbor should always be ready to lend a kind hand. Remember the Prince of Victorian folklore, who gave his golden crown to a foul beast in the snow. The man smiles with an expression of unnatural benevolence. He draws out a piece of paper from his pocket and unfolds it on the table. Here is a checklist for the first catch of humanitarian assistance. Food, blankets, medicine, spirits, sugar, salt, a team of doctors, and 2 veteran peacekeeping squads. Exactly what Kereg needs right now.
This is very generous. Kereg appreciates your kindness.
not mine. This is the kindness of the Empire of Victoria. Our prince had a heart of gold. He would give his prized sword in the same way he would offer gold and silver. It all depends on what you need and what manner of threat you face. There is no need to fear or worry. I'm sure you will make a decision that is satisfactory to all three sides of us. After all, survival is an art form in the Snow Realm, is it not, Mr. SilverAsh? Gazes beckoning and questioning converge upon the piece of paper and on the silent young man. What are your thoughts, Mr. SilverAsh? Enciodes looks down at the pushed piece of paper and picks it up. Black and white, neat and clear. There is no deception, even the names of the squad leaders are listed on the paper. A perfect show of sincerity and pomposity. I have no reason to refuse, do I? As you said, this is exactly what Kereg needs right now. The supplies will keep the people fed, and the doctors will help us win more battles against illness and death. As for trained soldiers, I'm sure I do not need to expound upon usefulness. To the question that was interrupted, Madam Ambassador. Kereg vowed to protect the safety of each and every researcher at the station when it was first established. That vow has not been broken. I'm not sure why you are so eager to reach the conclusion that Kereg has lost control of the situation. The Vinebead Court and Carlin Trade will uphold our end of the bargain. May I ask you to continue to trust in Kereg's ability to deal with our own problems? As for whether the incident at the observation station was an accident, or instigated by those with ulterior motives, I believe that time will tell. Very well, Mr. SilverAsh. I look forward to your show of competence. But I must remind you how important the project is to Columbia. We believe it to be of paramount significance to all Terra. Therefore, the Columbian side will deploy any means necessary to protect our scientists and their findings. Any means necessary. Indeed, I too believe that the scientific exploration taking place in Kereg belongs to all of Terra. The Empire of Victoria will do our part to maintain Kereg's stability. Of course. I'm sure we're all of one mind on this matter. The sun shines in through the window, past the shoulder of the Columbian ambassador, and upon the chest of the Victorian ambassador. He stands up from his chair, his back perfectly straight. The discussion seems to have come to a close. Such a wise decision. It seems all of us have gotten what we wanted. Phew. Is the meeting over? How long have you been waiting? Half an hour. I made good use of it going through 4 reports while I was waiting. Take a seat. If you want a drink, help yourself. Thank you, but I've already helped myself to the tea that you kept on top of the shelf. It has been there for a little too long. It's finally time to ask you. What's the situation at Rhine Lab? They have no insights into the catastrophe, as expected. Our people demonstrated enough restraint. There weren't any real attempts at violence. Most satisfied themselves with reciting the Keraganda as they held hands. But I noticed that there were a few people at the front who shouted the loudest, only to disappear into the crowd when they saw the soldiers. Are you concerned? I'm concerned that this may only be the first incident. The observation station is not the only place where conflict is happening. There have been protests and rallies in the domains of the other 2 clans. Strikes at our factories as well. I'm dealing with it. Someone understands that they can use this catastrophe as a weapon. They know the power of the people's will. A trick that you've deployed before. But the weapon is not in your hands this time. You skipped the part where someone threw snow in your face. Is that important? It's the only thing that's unexpected. Did you expect Columbia and Victoria to sit you down for a game of good cop, bad cop? Yes and no.
The Colombians' attitude is aggressive, but at the end of the day, it's continued cooperation that they want. The most important thing for them is that the observation station delivers results. As for the Victorians, they're more anxious than we thought. I saw Harold's caravan. I'm sure he's wandering about the streets telling neighborly stories with his old friends. His wandering should take him to Carlin Trade headquarters in another 20 minutes. I suppose you've already signed and received the goods. I don't suppose we had a choice. The Palaroches and Browntails will find out soon. As for how they'll take it, let's just say you should be prepared for the Tri-Clan Council. Getting cold feet. I'm used to it. This nonchalant attitude of yours is why people hate you so much. Thank you for the compliment. At the end of the day, however, none of us expected this catastrophe to happen. You can act as unflappable as you like, but don't tell me this disaster hasn't actually fazed you. I don't think you're actually that thick. I know. With risk, however, comes opportunity. It's the first catastrophe that Kjereg has seen in 1,000 years. Perhaps it's time for certain things that have lasted 1,000 years to change. Enciodes looks out the window. It has started snowing again, covering the land of Kjereg in white. The mountain winds continue to blow. They call it the breath of Karaganda, her messenger. It walks every inch of Kjereg, bringing all its sounds back to her ears. She will tell right from wrong, good from evil, friend from foe, piety from falsehood, medicine from poison, and mirth from tears. She will pass judgment. There's one other thing that you should know. The avalanche caused by the catastrophe destroyed the train station at the foot of the mountain. Strangely, and fortunately, there were fewer people inside the station than expected. It was only in later interviews that we learned that someone had shouted about a bomb in the station, causing the crowd to flee. Who? We don't know yet. But the researcher who disappeared from Rhine Lab remains unaccounted for. If they are one and the same, then she had not cleared the borders of Kjereg when the catastrophe occurred. She should still be somewhere in the realm. I see. You're the only one I can count on for this Gnosis. Find this woman, without triggering a response from Rhine Lab. You're finally starting to look serious. Should I ask why? You'll learn soon enough. But ideally, one should not have to rely on trick plays in the game of chess. Time to hunt down the researcher that is fleeing. Although I imagine Monch is going to get her pretty quickly. He's got an Easter egg! Gains increased movement speed and becomes unblockable after being shifted. Oh, interesting. Huh, okay. So this is the thing that's going to do circles. So we can slow down with normal Praminix. Now it's unblockable. Oh, it loses the egg. Okay. And he's gone. The ice teddy bears are back. There's not actually a good place to put ranged unit. Wait, if I put a ranged unit down here and they get pushed, do they take extra damage or do they just not? For science, I think. I think we're gonna have to for science it. Okay, she just gets absolutely destroyed. Very cool, very cool. Love that. So we can't... No, I guess we've got this like little sliver of area here. Oh, I should have faced her down because then she would have pushed them into the wall. No, that's my bad. That's my bad.
We don't want to shift because this thing becomes unblockable as well at that point. We could bully some people, maybe. Oh yeah, she doesn't normally attack, right? Is she stacking snow? I can't actually tell. We should be able to see her stacking snow somewhere. Or is it only when her ability is active? Ding ding. Ding ding. Yeah, I can't really place anything else. Oh, that thing dies instantly from that? Why? Wait, why did it die instantly getting pulled over here? What? Oh, is it because they're getting... Oh my god, pushers and pullers might be disgusting in this. They're getting damaged by hitting the terrain, I think. Come on, little snowman. Ooh, okay, that's giving me some ideas for later on then. The pushers and the pullers are returning.
When the winter nights were long and there was no food to be found, she walked into the forest to look for seeds. No, not this one either. The word catastrophe doesn't even exist in the old Keragi language. Is it possible that we truly have never been struck by a catastrophe before? Or maybe the ancient people couldn't tell catastrophes from normal disasters and mixed their records with others. The snowmelt flooded field and pasture. The crops fell to an untimely winter tide. No, none of these sound like catastrophe. I remember there's another story that she used to tell. When the cold winter night froze the heart of Karlin, the enemy from afar came across the ice. The warrior stood vigil with weapon in hand. At dusk he saw a terrifying abomination in the mirror like ice, Radsorn. The warrior ran back to his clan to warn the others, but no one but the warrior could see the creature. Nobody believed his words, and so the warrior began to live in fear. Elder Adso, when did you... I came after morning prayers. I did not wish to disturb you, so I remained quiet, but I could not resist the urge to speak when you recited a familiar section of the scriptures. I apologize for disturbing you. It's all right. I just thought you were still handling matters of court. The light is dim. From Enya's vantage point, sitting on a high ladder, the Great Elder's robes seem to blend into the color of the floor. She cannot see his expression. He must be very busy after taking over as Great Elder. Is everything going well? You think too highly of an old man like me, Great Saintess. I've spent most of my life here in the Hall of Writings, and I hardly ever step out of the Vinebead Court, not to mention dealing with matters of court. My only claim to this position is my age, and apart from that, I can only do my best. You're too modest. I haven't had many chances to speak to you, but I understand that you're a man of great learning. You flatter me. The more I study the tomes, the more conscious I am of my own ignorance. We all are, compared to her. But I heard that you had been studying the scriptures for 2 days and nights without rest, so I came to see if I could share the burden. It's good timing. I also have some questions that I'd like to discuss with you. She closes the scroll and climbs down. The old wooden ladder creaks as it faithfully connects knowledge in high places in the silent ground. Enya walks out from amongst the bookshelves with scrolls in her arms, sitting down by the spacious table that is already covered in open scrolls. This is what I've compiled over the past 2 days. I searched for any and all records of unusual disasters in Kereg, but I've yet to find any evidence of a catastrophe ever having occurred in our borders. And I still haven't been able to find an explanation as to why this catastrophe chose this moment to strike, when there has been nothing particularly unusual about this year's winter. The girl looks up from the scrolls to the Great Elder. However, the old man seems uninterested in the scriptures lying before him. He bows his head, squinting with the sagged eyelids that lie below his white hair. You do not seem to approve of the studies that I have pursued. No, I dare not be so impudent. You are seeking the truth of the catastrophe, the massive thing that has descended before us, the fear incarnate. Like digging a path through a mountain or building a bridge over a river, your actions are undoubtedly logical. But to search the entirety of Kereg's history, every little tribulation within the fragments, it is an ordeal akin to searching for a grain of salt in the snow by candlelight. I'm not afraid of ordeals. I must find an explanation for this catastrophe. I must. I understand. You worry for Kereg, and take pity on those affected by the disaster. And I can feel there is some anxious emotion driving you. Perhaps this anxiety has made you short-sighted. I've never asked you in private, Great Elder Adser. What do you think of this catastrophe that has struck Kereg? I must admit that my knowledge is shallow, and unable to explain the reason behind this catastrophe. But I agree with what you said a few days ago. Karaganda never promised her people that they would be safe from the threat of catastrophe. Indeed, Karaganda has never made any promises to her people. On the contrary, the scriptures often emphasize that we must not validate her existence through miracles. We believe in her because we believe she is good, that she embodies all that is good. We follow her ways such that we can be our better selves. I agree with you, but I fear the public will not respond well to such an interpretation. Indeed, reason and insight are a pair of golden shoes that will take you far, but only if your feet can fit them. The day may come when your path of truth is validated, but it is not today. Then what do we do? What do we do? That is a question I do not have an answer for. But you were reciting the story of Radsorn. Let us continue. The book on the table records a conflict that occurred over water sources. It is an old story, a common refrain in many civilizations. The Great Elder reaches out and pulls another book from under it. Dust intertwines with the scent of charcoal from the fireplace, like a piece of amber hovering in the air. The warriors searched far and wide for a way to fight the monster, but even Karaganda could not help the warrior kill a monster that could not be seen. And so she led the warrior back to the frozen lake, and she spoke to him, saying, "The others cannot fight the monster, for they do not see it. Only you may find a way to defeat it." The warrior was enlightened. The heart of Karlan began to melt, and winter was driven out by spring. Karaganda granted her people the final blessing. Her tears froze the enemy, becoming 3 eternally frozen peaks. The first story of the Book of Home in the Karaganda. It has been subject to various interpretations by scholars of generations. The Heart of Karlan likely refers to Lake Sibbenherz, and some believe that this warrior, who heeded the words of Karaganda, was the very archetype of the Saintesses. Opinions differ on the enemy that came across the ice. As for the monster that could not be seen, Radsorn, a word that has long lost its true meaning. and one of Kereg's most famous bedtime stories. Parents tell this story to children who refuse to go to sleep before tucking them back in. The name is so widespread that most people have forgotten that Radsorn was not an incantation or meaningless babble, but a word with a clear, specific meaning. Many words lose their meaning over time. At one point, Radsorn was believed to be a loan word that came to Kereg 1,000 years ago, of the same origin as the word catastrophe. If I recall correctly, your work in the Hall of Writings involves decoding and translating important words that have lost their original meanings. Research that has fortunately borne fruit. The word Radsorn has two parts, the short, stopped syllable rad, and the stiff, sibilant syllable sorn. The fireplace flickers as the Great Elder draws a line across the page with his finger, leaving a crease of shadow that fades away in a second, cutting in half a mysterious abomination the likes of which has never been seen before. The word sorn is not hard to understand. It translates roughly to something terrifying or unknown monster. It comes from Old Ursine dialects spoken in Kereg, which are still used by some of the older generations. It serves as the anchor for our exploration. Rad comes from Victorian, sharing an etymology with the word radlith, which means blind or short-sighted. 5 centuries ago, a famous playwright from County Hillock penned a word in his play, The Rose of Shar. Radlith, which means unseeable, a place of darkness. Yes, so you've seen the manuscript and the comments on it. Unfortunately, I was young at the time I left those comments, and my knowledge deficient. I have pored over many pages in the years that followed, which granted me sufficient knowledge to discover and address the errors of my past. The room is silent, except for the sound of pen writing on paper, soft as the sound of a tiny bug crawling across the page. The word reads Radsorn. The two etymologically different roots separated from each other, with a circle around Rad. It is indeed a place that is unseeable, a place of darkness that one cannot discover on one's own. It means the heart. Then the meaning of Radsorn is the terrifying thing in the heart of man. Exactly. The warrior saw his inner demons upon the lake. Others could not see it because no one else can know your own fears. And Keragander was powerless as well, because the only thing that can defeat one's inner demons is oneself. What is truly terrifying is not the disaster that we can see and feel, but the monsters in our hearts. You are wise, Saintess. The sages realized this 1,000 years ago. Now this catastrophe that has struck Kereg is also a Radsorn which only Kereg can see. But now there is no Keragander to lead the lost warrior. Why do you say so? Keragander could not help the people fight their inner demons, for she is absolutely good, without the flaws of man. The darkness that clouds the people's hearts does not exist in her. So she chose a saintess from among the mortals, and bestowed upon her the power to fight Radsorn. Only she is always at Keragander's side. The snow washes her eyes, her piety judged by ice. She hears the guidance of Keragander and cherishes the love of the people. Only she can dig open ice and soil and make a path for the people of Kereg out of their heart's maze, such that Keragander will return to us. That is what the people of Kereg have believed for centuries. Only the saintess may atone on their behalf, on behalf of the children of Keragander. The Great Elder places his hands on his knees and bows his head in an imploring gesture. The saintess of the Vinebead Court sits on the other side of the candle. The flame flickers and the wick grows long. You are proposing pilgrimage.
Bong.
It is time for the noon prayers. I'm afraid I must take my leave, Saintess. One moment, Elder Adser. Saintess? Something you said caught my attention. You said Karaganda has never made any promises to her people, and that she does not rely on miracles to demonstrate her existence to her believers. Do you believe that Karaganda doesn't exist?
No. Of course Karaganda exists. Look at our bodies, our faces, and hear our own language. Every tree and grass, rock and brick in Kereg is proof of Karaganda's existence. Of course, some people for a divine spectacle from our god to affirm their own faith. But if a god truly stood before us, answering our every call, what need would remain for faith? This is the first thing that every believer should know. For you to bring this up now, Where's the burb? Return the burb!
Never mind. I misspoke.
The old man silently bows and leaves. He disappears through the door like a speck of dust brushed off a page. Back to the squirrels. I see you've beaten me here. Did the two of you summon me to discuss disaster relief? What the hell is this, Ensiodes? Arktos tosses a package bearing the Victorian crest on the table. A supply package, containing a day's ready-to-eat rations as well as emergency medicine. Don't play the fool. I'm asking why there's so many Victorians in Kereg at a time like this. Their reporters are babbling all over the place. Soldiers dressed in workers' garbs everywhere. I saw more Victorians than burden beasts on my way here. Don't tell me you don't know about this. I'm well aware that Carlin Trade has been handing this stuff out. The Vinebead Court never enacted a ban on Victorians entering Kereg. Besides, Victoria's help has been substantial in our present situation. What would it do to Kereg's international reputation if we rejected a country's assistance for no reason at a time like this, let alone expelling our visitors? Some bloody help! Do you think we can't overcome this catastrophe on our own, without those hypocrites pretending to be good neighbors? The teacup on the table ripples, sending parts of its contents splashing onto the wooden surface. It faintly reflects the heads of the three clans, like three mountains of different heights. Besides, what kind of help can the Victorians bring? Oh, I remember. That man Harold helped, didn't he? Drinking with our people, chatting them up, going into the pens, treating the beasts and delivering new foals. He made the burden beasts fat and plump. People say he's a Victorian, but he's not a bad guy. And what happened? What did he do at Lake Sibbenherz? Here I thought you were supposed to be the smart one, Ensiodes, but you couldn't even learn that lesson. I'm telling you, no matter what the SilverAshes and Browntails think, not one Victorian will set foot on Palarush land from this day forth. I don't care about your political goals or international reputation. I won't let the Victorians have their way on Kereg's soil.
Calm down, Arktos. Are we going to fight amongst ourselves before we've dealt with the foreigners?
Then, what do you think, Ratados? The fireplace continues to crackle.
Ratados's voice is calm, the dark rings around her eyes showing the toll that the past few days have taken on her. This time I'm with Arktos. You've dealt with the Victorians the most. You know their ways, especially at a time like this. Victoria does not show kindness to Kereg for no reason. The aid could turn into a poison pill at any time. All the chaos we've seen over the past few years, what part of it had nothing to do with foreigners? You of all people should understand the risks.
I completely agree, Ratados. But we must not forget that while stagnation may be the least risky course of action at present,
it is also the surest way to doom. Sending people at a time like this, Victoria is testing us. They're hoping that we will fall apart on our own. It has taken so long and so much for Kerrig to finally see the results of reform. To close our doors again at this junction would be to lay waste to all that we've done over the years. You're set on dealing with the Victorians. You have my word. Carlin Trade has taken responsibility for establishing contact with other nations. We will handle Kerrig's relationship with Victoria. How can you be so sure? As you said, Victoria has never given up on exploiting us. Have they ever succeeded, though? That look again. Like you're always in control, always so sure of yourself. Kerrig is changing, not just the changes that you've brought about, but also the changes brought about catastrophe and by progress. Nothing stays the same forever. That's true of your past successes too. And it's true of the great power's lofty perch. By Kerriganda, I hope you know what you're doing. In the distance, the evening prayer bell tolls at the Vinebead Court, echoing amongst the pillars. The Serenciotes, the Saintess requests your presence at the Hall of Lectures. The Saintess? Seems we'll have to continue this conversation another day. Even if we have not reached an accord, do not forget it was the decision of the Vinebead Court to open up Kerrig to foreign dialogues. To cross the line now is to defy the Vinebead Court and the Saintess herself. Gonna try to keep my head down with some tough words. But remember this, my eye is open, and I won't allow anyone to do anything that will harm this land. There's no length I won't go to protect Kerrig. Do remember, Sir Enciodes, that your decisions affect more than just your domain and your company. This whole nation will be affected. I hope Kerrig will not pay the price of your pride. No one can make Kerrig pay, as long as our people remain united. Excuse me. Handmaiden. Oh! Your visitor is here, Saintess. Oh, wait at the door. Do not allow anyone to enter without my permission. Yes, Saintess. I'm guessing that's a different handmaiden. That's not Kiara. This is a cool little scene. Kind of cozy. Although the seats do not look comfortable at all. For what purpose do you summon me, Saintess? Nothing important. I had just realized that it has been some time since your presence last graced the halls of lectures. If I am being charged with impiety, then I have no defense. I will come to hear your lectures each week once the current crisis has passed. I know you are a busy man, but I have rarely seen you so fatigued. I take it the matters at hand have been troubling. I'm sure you understand that the people have been restless in the aftermath of the catastrophe. There is much to be done. But the Vinebead Court will only grow busier. Take care. Enciodes gestures under his eyes with his finger. Anya sees it but says nothing. The fire burns bright in the fireplace, its warmth reaching the eyebrows and noses of the SilverAsh siblings, warming their pale and alike complexions. They are not looking at one another but towards a solemn statue. I saw Arktos today. He looked out of sorts as he greeted me. Even Ritados did not seem her normal self. It won't be the first time the three of you have fought, but a situation like this, I haven't seen in a long time. What happened? Temporal matters that you need not worry yourself about. Then please tell me, what are the temporal matters that trouble Kerrig? Is it the Victorians? Yes and no. They immediately sent a large relief effort to Kerrig as soon as news about the catastrophe got out.
The Colombians also learned about the incident at the observation station and threatened to send troops to protect and evacuate their scientists. They are paying close attention to this catastrophe, each for their own reasons.
So they understand Kereg better than we think. They know well what this catastrophe means to Kereg.
The politicians smell chaos and see it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to extend their influence into Kereg. We know that Victoria has been doing far more within our borders for a long time. They have simply stopped trying to hide it. I have a good guess as to who is behind Victoria's movements. A plot is not hard to decipher. It is simply the instincts of a politician. If I was in her shoes, I'd agree it would be but another chess piece to move.
You know, I don't like it when you get like that.
I apologize. I spoke out of turn in this holy place.
Why do you keep putting yourself in the plotter's seat, treating everything around you as chess pieces or bargaining chips? Do you enjoy games like this?
This is our reality, one that florid words cannot conceal. If we want to be strong, independent, even sit as equals with the great powers at the same table, then we must play by the same rules.
Is this the most absurd part of it? Kereg is not the only country that preaches virtue and goodness. Those politicians too play the part of leaders and teachers in their own country. They're hypocritical and deceitful, but they teach their people to be honest and sincere. They're avaricious and insatiable, but they teach their people to be gentle and kind. I ask then, Sir Enciodes, are the virtues that I preach to the people of Kereg as saintess, and the tenets of the scriptures, all lies and nonsense to you?
Enya. The fire flickers as the charred piece of wood snaps into two. The name, buried for so many years, is once again uttered by a SilverAsh.
Sir Enciodes, would you have come to me today if I did not summon you with the authority of the saintess?
Kereg faces an unprecedented crisis. One wrong step and we may never recover. We need unity more than ever, and the authority of the saintess is crucial at a time like this.
I see you finally recognize the importance of faith to our people.
I never denied it. Faith in Keragander is a fundamental to us. We cannot even begin to talk about this land without it.
Yes, more than one person has said as much to me. But when we view faith from the perspective of gain and loss, have we really paused to think of our history, free from the threat of catastrophe, was a mere coincidence?
There is no point in discussing whether it was a miracle or not. What happened, happened. The only thing we can do now is to calm the people.
On this at least, we are in agreement.
It's not an easy thing.
Then I shall begin my pilgrimage as saintess.
What?
I set out early tomorrow morning. The news will be known all across Kereg by dusk.
Was this the Vinebead Court's decision?
It was my decision.
The pilgrimage takes place in spring or autumn. Has a pilgrimage ever taken place in the middle of winter?
Has a catastrophe ever occurred in Kereg? We don't have time.
You know how dangerous this is.
Of course I do. But how else do we calm the people's fear of catastrophe? How do we make them believe that Keragander will forgive their transgressions? There will be no companion, no temporal possessions, no carriages, no rest. The saintess shall circle the land of Kereg on foot, atoning for the sins of all the people, and praying for Keragander's forgiveness.
So this is why in the trailer at the beginning she's in the snow chasing after Kiera. This makes sense now, okay. But it seems like she's not going to find Kiera. I think she's going to find something else. I wonder if if Kera will... yeah, I wonder if Kera will ever come back.
It will take 3 months if all goes well. More than one saintess has died on the journey.
Then why do you...
Brother.
The young woman pauses for a moment, then continues like the snow melting into river, flowing down the peaks of Matterhorn. They are surrounded by warmth, like those winter afternoon naps they took together when they were children. The distant shadows of the past return, trying to find the children who have grown up, find traces of the past on their faces.
As Enya of Clan SilverAsh, I never forgave the choice that you made. As the Saintess of Kereg, however, I am glad that there is still something I can do. I know. It is not just the guidance of faith that Kereg needs. Indeed, misunderstandings about faith have hindered us for too long. The changes that you brought about, the factories, the railways, the trade, and the station that watches the sky, are all things that can lead our people out of the prison of the mind. Kereg needs change. You must not stop. What I must do is to convince the people that what is happening is not because they did anything wrong, that there is salvation from their sufferings. There is only one salvation in the minds of the people, and only one capable of carrying the burden. I must fulfill my duty as Kereg's saintess.
we hope she come back. Kera comes back in full god form.
You summoned me to inform me of your decision.
Of course. I'm not asking for your opinion. You cannot stop me, nor do you have any reason to. I leave the matters of the 3 clans back to themselves while I am away from the Vinebead court. Please make the necessary preparations to avoid any trouble. And take care of Encia while I'm away. Don't leave her in fear.
Encia isn't a child anymore. She won't be so easily frightened. I'm more concerned about...
It's getting late, Sir Enciodes. You should go and make preparations.
Is this an order to leave?
If you've understood it, you should act on it.
As you bid. I take my leave.
Enciodes bows reverently to the Saintess and exits, as he has done so many times before. Hey, it's the little gremlin child again.
Marley, wait for me.
The bull hits the wall of the farmhouse and bounces back to the feet of the boy, who waves at the girl trying to catch up to him. Come on, you're always so slow. He kicks the bull several meters away. The girl grumbles and chases after it. The children are getting some rare free time. In this foothill village with only a couple dozen households, the children, whose parents are too busy to watch, are playing in the center of the village.
As you know, the Saintess has begun a pilgrimage for our people. This village is her final stop before she ascends the mountain. Remember what I told you. Change into clean clothes and do not disturb the Saintess when you see her. Am I clear?
Will the Saintess really be able to summon Keragander back to us, Father? My wife is working in the city and I haven't heard from her since the disaster. People in the nearby villages say Sir Enciodes has put a blockade around the scene, and no one knows what is happening.
Do not worry, Bao. This is exactly why the Saintess is embarking on her journey. Keragander will not abandon any of her children. But all of us here in this village have already been abandoned, haven't we? None of the young folk have been willing to stay on the farm since Carlin Trade started their business. Let me tell you, if Bauer didn't go lame when he was little...
Hey, Is this all you have to say when the father and I have been taking care of you since your son left for the city?
And I haven't heard a peep from him since the disaster. I'll be damned if I got anything else to say. Alright. Let's not argue in the Saintess's presence. Bauer, you should go check on old Carl. He said he wanted to catch a glimpse of the Saintess, even if he had to crawl on all fours. Help me talk him out of it.
I see the Saintess, Father. She'll be here soon.
What? It's much sooner than I expected. Alright, let's go wait by the roadside and brighten your faces.
A few dozen villagers lined the roadside, turning their faces to the distance, from whence the Saintess is approaching. The cleric averts his eyes subconsciously, nervously rubbing his palms with his fingers. He was assigned to the village by the Vinebead court 20 years ago, and has never seen the Saintess outside of portraits. The footsteps approach. He focuses his entire attention on his facial muscles, hoping to leave a good impression on the Saintess. Bam.
Oh, Marley, you fool. Look what you've done.
What the? Blasted, I forgot about you two. Are you alright, Saintess? Marley, come and apologize to the Saintess.
I'm sorry, Saintess.
Oh, she looking comfy. Although, to be honest, for where she's going, I don't think it's not enough layers still. But she looking comfy.
It's alright. Just a ball. It didn't hurt at all. I still have to continue the ritual. Can you go home? Are your parents here?
Saintess.
Mum and Dad died a long time ago. My home is the temple. I'll, go home then, Father.
Go. I'll have you copying scriptures if you cause any more trouble. I deeply apologize, Saintess.
How many children like him are there in the village?
I've taken in 9. Some are orphans, while others were entrusted to me by their parents, who went to the cities to find work. But we haven't heard from them since the disaster.
Saintess, do you know what's happening with the disaster? When can my wife come back?
What did I tell you, Bauer?
Has Karaganda really abandoned us?
Enough!
She would never do that. In these days of hardship, we must remember, believe, and trust that she is kind and just. I will do my best so that your prayers and the prayers of all of Kereg will be heard by her once again. Please trust me in Karaganda's name.
By Karaganda, she will protect us, and protect the Saintess.
After a moment of silence, the villagers bow their heads together behind the cleric in a gesture of reverence. They have chosen to believe. The Saintess nods and departs again. The snowy peaks in the distance await. Alrighty. Alrighty, she climbs the mountain. So what is this system? For a short time after deployment, greatly increases the avalanche warning index of its avalanche area. Okay. Interesting. I guess we'll probably get a tutorial or something for that in a second. Firstly though, oh, not there. Here. Grab. Oh, this is her new version, this new fit. I thought I didn't see it before. Yeah, this looks great. She looks fantastic in it. Well, we're gonna need these. We're definitely gonna need them. Oh my god, we're only on stage 2? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're slow moving through this. There's a lot of story among snowy shrubs. New friends bring opportunities if you seize the day. Let's get rid of Grace Barrier. She's kind of struggling, let's be real. Let's bring in Leto. I did want to play around with push and pullers a little bit, so let's see if we've got any push and pullers in the one range, if that makes sense. No, Warmy's not a pusher. Oh, we could do Weedy. Yeah, let's bring in Weedy. Okay. Let's see if my theory's correct.
Madam Ratatos, I bring a message from the Master regarding the meeting of the three clans a few days ago. The Palarosh's stance towards the outsiders is firm. We can never be too careful regarding the faithless. We must be even more vigilant now with the Saintess out on pilgrimage and state affairs deferred to the three clans. My master does not think ill of Sir Ensiodes, but it is true that Clan SilverAsh has been too close to the Victorians. We do not know if he has other intentions. My master has chosen to communicate with you, as he sees you as a woman who has always upheld Kereg's traditions. He is happy to meet with you in person, if you have any thoughts you would like to share.
Are you finished? Out of respect of Arktos, please bring this message back to him. I don't know if Arktos is harboring a grudge because of the catastrophe occurred on Palarosh soil, and I don't care. But at the last meeting, we reached the conclusion that none of us should make a move without direction from the Vinebead court. While the Saintess is absent, the best thing we can do for the nation is to take care of our own business and avoid causing more issues. That will be all.
I see there is no avoiding these issues.
I apologize, but this little thing is no cause for concern. Let us return to the topic of hand, long-term cooperation between premium Victorian clothing brands, and Clan Browntail.
No, wait. With all due respect, Madam Browntail, I'm afraid this is not an issue I can ignore. If the people of Kereg are so hostile to Victoria, how are we to believe that any cooperation can last?
Our three clans may have our differences, but I am the sole representative of Clan Browntail. You may take my word on that.
This conflict between the three clans. I suppose that's not hard for a Victorian to understand. Not at all. I have made great efforts to learn about Kereg during my time here. Your culture is exotic and fascinating. While all of Kereg is united by your Kereganda faith, the same tenets seem to have had different influence on the three clans. The brave Palaroshes, the clever SilverAshes. But you Browntails, I must apologize that I find it hard to summarize your virtues in a single word. I suppose the way I would put it is that Clan Browntail is noble and trustworthy.
My sympathies for the homework you have to do.
Knowledge is the foundation of cooperation. Her Grace the Duke values cooperation with Kereg highly, and she is looking for a reliable, proper representative of your land to work with.
A representative of Kereg? Is Her Grace unsatisfied with Carolyn trade?
Mr. SilverAsh is a most astute businessman, but this is also his greatest flaw. He would not permit any other winner in his game. I'm sure you understand as his neighbor.
A keen summary.
Therein lies the problem. The three clans may equally be Kereganda's children in name, but in the eyes of an onlooker like me, they are not. Even an outsider like me can tell that your clan and the Palaroshas have had virtually no effective role in response to this catastrophe. The SilverAshes and the Carlin trade have not only monopolized Kereg's foreign commerce, but also all of her foreign affairs. All your nominal head of state, the Saintess, Mr. SilverAsh's sister, seems to have no objection to the present situation.
Mind your words, sir. Do not presume to blaspheme the saintess's piety with your prejudice. Oh, I apologize if my frankness has offended you. Please understand that I am speaking out of good faith, and simply conveying that I have observed as an outsider. Cut to the chase. What's your proposal? A simple one. Victoria is seeking friendly, equal, and truly mutually beneficial cooperation. Effective long-term cooperation, not one that only benefits one side or limited by narrow-minded nationalism. Her Grace thinks highly of Clan Browntail, and of you personally. My presence here is proof of that. The opinions of foreigners is of no importance to Clan Browntail. Your promises are the very proof of the shifting nature of Victoria's position. You're wrong if you think Clan Browntail is simply another Clan SilverAsh, but easier to manipulate. No, of course not, Madame Ratatos. The Empire of Victoria does not seek subservience or dependence. She seeks to do the right thing. Clan SilverAsh is a window that is sometimes open, sometimes closed. Only those inside the room can truly know its contents. Tell me, Madame Browntail, are you not tired of the constant, meaningless tribal conflicts that haunt this land? Or perhaps you aspire to lead Kereg into a new era yourself? I think that will do for today. Thank you for your visit. I fully understand your proposal and have a message for you to bring back to the Duke. She does not yet have sufficient understanding of Kereg, but I sincerely hope she will one day find it. Noted. Unfortunately, any commercial cooperation must remain on hold while political issues remain unresolved. But we have plenty of patience for an important partner such as yourself. We look forward to your answer.
SilverAsh is so broken for a Vanguard. I deploy Phantom or Skadi or Ulpianus, and they deploy in doing 12,000 damage. That's what we like. Broken characters, let's go.
Dear Enchia, I hope this letter finds you well. By the time you read this, you will have already learned of my decision. Don't worry. Think of it as your sister going on a long trip. She'll be back before you know it. I'm sorry that we'll have to put our plans for fondue in the Vinebead Court's kitchen on hold, but I promise I'll be good as my word once I get back. Don't worry about Enciodes either. He has his plans, though he might be busy for a while. We'll count on you to take care of things at home, alright? There are a lot of things going on. Stay safe and be especially careful when going out. I hope I'll find you as cheerful as always when I return. I'll pray to Karaganda for both of you. P.S. Remember to keep your appointments at Rhodes Island. Follow your doctor's orders and wear protective gear when climbing the mountains. A letter from Enyo? Yeah. It's always like this. Same for Enciodes. It's quite enough at home to begin with, and ever since I came back from my trip, he's barely been around. These are exceptional times. They're doing all they can to protect Kereg. All we can do is trust them and support them. I know, I just wanted to blow off some steam. They still treat me like a kid, never telling me anything. I don't even know what I'm worrying for. I want to help them too. Lady Enchia? Master Chester? Is Sir Enciodes here? He's probably at the office. Why? A herald has arrived from the Vinebead Court. They said they're meeting with Clan Palaroche to discuss cooperation in the joint mining venture, and they want Sir Enciodes to submit the relevant documents early. I have the documents, but submit them early. Is this a temporary notice? The herald didn't explain. Very well. Prepare the car. I'll go. Before he can finish, Encia grabs the documents and runs out the door. You can stay home, Uncle Chester. Let me handle it. Encia, come back. Sir Encio said you are not to go outside without permission. It's all right. Encio's must have forgotten to bring these with him. I'll have a good laugh at him later. Come on, let's go.
Oh dear. I should let Sir Enciodes know.
A brown car is driving on the mountain path to the Vinebead Court. Sitting in the back seat, Arktos rubs his neck.
Why call me over so early in the morning? Is the mine thing so urgent?
I hear Sir Enciodes often stays overnight at the company these days. An early morning meeting would fit his recent routine.
It's not like there's much to discuss. I'm just waiting for the SilverAsh documents to sign off on. Give me the minutes from last time, Gulo. I'll take another look.
Yes, sir. Sitting in the passenger seat, Gulo takes the documents from the glove box and is about to hand them to Arktos when the car is violently jolted.
What was that?
Falling rocks. They almost hit us.
Falling rocks. Here.
The car is once again violently jolted before he could finish, as falling rubble slams against the trunk.
It's not safe inside. We need to get out, sir. The road ahead is blocked. Fine.
The three of them abandon the car and run to the mountainside, but the amount of falling rubble is overwhelming. Look out! A rock falls towards Arktos. Gulo pushes him out of the way and is struck by the sharp edge of the rock on his forehead. His massive frame falls on the ground, bleeding. Arktos crawls towards Gulo and pulls him closer to the mountain, leaving a long trail of blood on the ground. The blood is soon covered by the falling rocks.
Gulo!
The tranquility of the mountain is broken by the roaring sound of engines as the morning mist disperses. Tranquility is not what Degenbrecher seeks right now. She pushes her bike to its limits. The scenery flies by swiftly, but she does not see what she's looking for. The tracks are still visible on the road. The target was here not long ago. There. She's looking for Monch, right? Degenbrecher jumps off the bike and rounds a corner. Two cars are burning on the road after a collision, sending rancid smoke skywards. Degenbrecher pulls her weapon and creates a gust that extinguishes the fire, revealing the familiar silhouette of a SilverAsh car. The door is easily cut open. There is no one inside. Degenbrecher's worst fears have not come true. She hears the sound of rocks clashing from the direction of the cliff. Degenbrecher looks down at the source of the sound and finds the one she is looking for, despite the dirt and soot on her face. Degenbrecher! Hanging off the side of the cliff with a hook, Enchia looks up at Degenbrecher, unsure how to hide her embarrassment. I guess I screwed up. Her kingdom promises not tomorrow, nor was it built for yesterday. Those who walk the present are closest to her. Her blessings are ever beneath the traveler's feet. The snowflakes stick to her fur collar. The lone traveler pulls her hood tighter and walks up the mountain against the cold wind that blows through the forest. Enya pulls her cloak tighter around herself, her steps slowed by falling branches mixed with snow. The clerics often say that Karaganda tests her people with wind and snow, but Enya knows she would never torment her like this. Kya. The saintess sees the smoke of a campfire deep in the woods. Perhaps there is a place to rest. Enya walks towards it and finds the fire still burning, providing a rare source of warmth. She reaches out to it at once. The hides hanging around shows that it belongs to a hunter. Short shrubs surround a lone wooden house, but the owner is nowhere to be seen. Then, one of the shrubs rustles. The tip of a metal bolt protrudes from it, pointing towards the campfire. Who's there? Oh my god, they actually shot? Enya turns around quickly, but not quick enough to avoid the bolt that strikes her right leg, soaking her thick clothing with blood. She raises her bell instinctively as she stumbles from the pain. The attacker has emerged from the bushes, aiming his next bolt at the Saintess's heart. Wait, he fired another shot? What's bro doing? What's he doing? Whoosh. The attacker falls as the bell rings, his body quickly covered in snow. Slowly, the small lump turns red. It was not the holy bell that did this. Enya gets closer and sees a crossbow bolt in the attacker's neck. Oh. A rough hand, small but strong, grabs Enya's shoulders and pulls her to one side. Another bolt cuts through the air, taking down another attacker, but more of them continue to emerge from the forest. Halt up, bandits. How dare you commit murder at my camp while I'm away? Oh, it's the new character! A young huntress carrying a heavy crossbow that seems too big for her stands in front of Enya. She smells of herbs and cloud beast. Stop daydreaming. You're a SilverAsh. What are you doing here? Never mind. Stay close to me. Protect the bear. Let's go. Among snowy shrubs. Oh, 2 free spaces. Let's go. Alright, so we probably want Pramanic's altar facing down to shove the turtles, right? Right. Let's put you out first, just in case. There's also an area here we could do something with. I'm not sure. Maybe put rope there. Wait, did we get rid of rope? Oh no, she's still here. Okinasai. I'm really hoping she can block too. Oh wait. Oh. No, this is still fine. I could have faced her right and that would have forced them into the wall here. Maybe. Oh yeah, she can go on the ground, can't she? Gambadene. Dude, the insta-kill is actually great. Wait, why did Weedy's thing disappear? Excuse me? Wait, what is this? For a short time after deployment, greatly increases the avalanche warning index of its avalanche area. Oh. Oh, damn, they got... Oh, they got turned. They got flipped. Wait, it's like spamming avalanches. Why? Okay, this obviously does not count as terrain. Oh, now it's unblockable. Uh-oh. It's fine, we got it, we got it, we got it. What else can we do with these guys? Maybe put Kiara here? I can hit one of them. Oh my god, they barely move. Also, have I got Weedy on the wrong ability?
Oh no, I'm just waiting for her to hit her max, I think. Because it's a permanent ability. Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's cause an avalanche, baby! Nice. Okay, this is actually a great mechanic that they die when they hit terrain. She's actually so strong in this event. I doubt this continues on into other levels though, right? Outside of this event where you smash them up against the wall and they actually take damage. Alright, one of them's gone. Oh, let's kill the bears. You're gone. These guys are hit with Nightmare. Oh, rope can't pull the heavy. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Get Nightmare out of there! Easy. Easy. If I tell you that the character next banner will let Pram be deployed anywhere and give her permanent 60 HP and attack, will you pull? What do you mean by anywhere? Do you mean she can be placed on melee tiles? I mean, the placed anywhere thing, can't you do that with Exusier Altar? But the permanent 60% HP and attack is kind of goated.
And yeah, this is my home. Last I saw, they were going the opposite way. It's safe here. And I'll wrap you up and then you need to leave.
Oh, she doesn't want her to be here.
Thank you. Don't talk and don't fidget, SilverAsh. Your wounds aren't that bad. There was some distance and your thick clothes absorbed some of the impact. But the bolt has a hooked head. It'll hurt when I pull it out. I'll try to be steady.
The young huntress snaps the arrow shaft and grabs the remaining part. She glances at the wounded woman, who simply nods, showing no sign of fear. The huntress takes a deep breath and slowly pulls the arrow. Even she shivers at the sensation of the hook grating against flesh. Ugh. Ugh. She does her best to keep her hand steady until the arrowhead is completely pulled out.
Phew. Finally. Thank you very much. I'm not done yet. Hang in there a little longer. She takes a packet of powdered medicine, lifts the edge of Enya's dress, and rubs it skillfully on the wound before bandaging it up. You can yelp if it hurts. I won't laugh. I don't want to make you more nervous. It'll only hurt more if your hands are shaking. Huh?
Oh, she has a little pet? What is that, an owl? What is that? A slender, snow-white cloud beast pokes its head out of the huntress's hood, hanging onto her braids with its claws and poking its wet nose around Enya's fur collar. Then it reaches out to sniff at the stranger's scent.
Don't touch it. It doesn't like strangers.
Before the huntress can finish, Enya's finger has already reached the little cloud beast's chin. Simply touching its soft fur seems to bring warmth to her heart, even in the bitter cold.
Get back in, Rift Cloud Beast. You call it the Rift Cloud Beast? Come to think of it, I don't know your name yet, my hero.
Joanna.
I don't need to know your name, SilverAsh. Don't think for a moment that we're friends.
Why?
You've been good to me. And how have you people treated me? Forget it. Nothing to do with you anyway. By you people, do you mean Clan SilverAsh? Or Ensiodes? Not just him. My dad says the SilverAshes have been obsessed with blaspheming Karaganda ever since Ensiode's father was clan leader. He poured asphalt on Karaganda's backbone and poison on Karaganda's tail. His greed led to his downfall. Ensiodes hasn't learned his lesson. He's done even more to wreck Karaganda's peace. But his greatest sin was the hole he dug in Karaganda's flesh. This disaster is proof that SilverAsh has angered Karaganda. But Kerrig can't stay in the snowy mountains forever. Haven't industry and trade brought us better lives? Why would the kind Karaganda punish us just because we're living better lives? Better lives? You SilverAshes sit by the warm fireside, eating the best food and drinking the best wine. But who has to pay the price? Us. We do. Many beasts lived at the foot of the mountains when I was little. For 1,000 years they lived off the land, drank from the rivers, and went back to the forest to find berries and leaves. The Carlin Trade's railroads divided the mountains and rivers, forcing the beasts to risk their lives crossing the railway. You even blamed them when your trains run them over. The beasts were forced to move higher, but there isn't enough room there for large packs. They had to fight each other for the space and food, and their numbers dwindled. Not to mention all the cloud beasts that are sensitive to noise. You have no idea how many died, and how I ended up taking in my rift cloud beast. But the farmers in the mountains need the fertilizers and seeds that the trains bring, and sick people on the mountains need medicine. Where's the bountiful game that Karaganda once gifted us then? The beasts grow fewer each year. Even water from the springs is less sweet. My family made a living hunting in the mountains for generations, following the holy teachings of Karaganda, and we show our faith by sculpting statues in her image. Dad, myself, and my siblings, we've always prayed to Karaganda, always paid our respects. Why are we the ones who have to pay the price? Spooked by the sudden outburst, the rift cloud beast leaps down from a trembling Joanna and goes over to Enya. Enya bends down and lifts it up, placing it back on Joanna's shoulder. Don't move or your wounds will reopen. This is the first time I've heard about any of that. If you want to argue, go ahead, SilverAsh. No, I don't. I'm different from the others. I have to stay at home most of the time, and what I know about the land today comes mostly from the accounts of others. Sometimes I go out and experience things for myself, but it's not enough. Karaganda will never abandon any children of Kerrig, I promise. You better promise yourself that you pull through whatever's going on. What was with those bandits anyway? I know all the hunters living on the mountain. I didn't recognize any of those guys. I think they came for me. For you? Do you have enemies? It's a long story. If that's the case, you'd better stay put tonight. They won't give up so easily. My dad's friend has a shop in town, and my siblings have been helping out these past few days. I'll go get some medicine from him, and get help to fight the bandits. No, don't. Why? Are you afraid to be on your own? I'm fast and strong. I can be back by tomorrow morning if I go down the mountain now. That's not what I'm worried about. Why? You SilverAshes are such a bother. If you have something to say, just say it. If you can't fight, I have no choice but to get help from town. That's the deal. Wait, I can tell you. Enya hurriedly gets up, tugging at the sleeve of this huntress who is about to leave, causing her own cloak to fall off. Saintess? Actually, I'm sorry. Please, Your Holiness, punish me for my insolence. No, I'm not going to punish you. Please, just sit down. Enya tries to stop the huntress, but she quickly takes a step back, putting more distance between herself and Enya. She turns to leave, but then seems to remember something and spins back around and bows reverently to Enya before finally leaving the room.
Exu can't make anyone deploy somewhere they shouldn't. Oh, so Exu has to put them on their dedicated tile. Got it. It's a character from Rein Lab. It's Nasty. The name is kind of funny, but Nasty. Nasty is becoming playable. Interesting. Also, we're going back to Rein Lab's story. I'm about that. I actually really like the Rein Lab storyline. It's kind of sick. She can create a box that can make other operators deploy on it. Oh. Oh, that's kind of strong. Oh, that's very strong. Interesting. So I'm going to go broke trying to get SilverAsh altar and then be even more broke when Nasty comes out.
General Gulo. Could you knock on the Chabe door before barging in, Matterhorn boy? What are you doing here? I was accompanying Lady Enchia for a checkup. She suffered a car accident this morning, but fortunately she's unharmed. I was told you were here too, so I thought I should pay a visit. Are you alright? Just a scratch. But, wait. You said something happened to the young SilverAsh lady. Lady Enchia was delivering something to Sir Ensiodes when she suffered a head-on collision with another vehicle on the way to the Vinebead Court. It was fortunate that Madame Degenbrecher quickly arrived on the scene. You said she was going to the Vinebead Court too. Strange. My master received a summons from the Vinebead Court this morning, saying that there was a meeting, and it was on the way there that they were struck by falling rocks. Did you hear anything from the Browntails? No, not yet, at least. What's the matter with the Browntails? No wonder Sir Arktos was fuming when he left. I haven't seen him so angry in a long time. But this? Ugh. Listen, brother, I need you to do me a favor. Can you ask Sir Ensiodes to go to the Browntail Manor at once? Sir Arktos is even more hot-headed than I am. I'm afraid he might do something impetuous. Sir Ensiodes is the only one who can stop him. I see. I'll let him know immediately.
This is a Rhine story? Half Carrick, half Rhine? Yeah, true. True.
I suggest you get your head checked at the hospital, Arktos. The symptoms of a mild concussion are easy to miss. Don't try to change the subject. Answer me. Why is it that only Clan SilverAsh and mine were attacked while you Browntails sit safe and sound in your home? What do you know? Everything that I know about what happened today came from you. More excuses. Even the servants of SilverAsh know to show concern and tell me that Ensia suffered too. But what about you? You look like you couldn't care less. Like it's nothing more than a piece of snow falling on the ground. Is this the Browntail stance? I apologize for my demeanor. All of Carrick has suffered in recent days, and I ask for your understanding. Enough of this hypocrisy. We both know there's been gossip going around about the Browntail witch. I never took it seriously. I couldn't care less what you did, as long as you did it for Carrick and Carraganda. But now? When did Carraganda teach you to stab your allies in the back, Ritados? Watch your words, Arktos. Do not disrespect Carraganda, even if you intend to insult and provoke me. Stop dodging the question and answer. Was Clan Browntail involved in the attack on me and Ensia? You're wasting your time. I've already told you multiple times. I know nothing about it, and I express my sympathies. If that's your final answer,
then don't accuse me of going too far.
What do you mean?
Don't think I'm out of Paloroshes just because you took Gulo out of action. Before I went out, I told my men when to show. Clan Browntail's estates will be thoroughly searched. I didn't want to go this far, but I'm afraid Sirius and her children will have to bear with me a little.
You dare?
You made me do this, Ratatos.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everyone's pulling weapons on everyone. And half Victoria. That's too many halves. That don't make sense.
The door to the drawing room flies open without warning. Arktos draws his sword immediately. The sharp-eyed Browntail guards raise their weapons too and stand in front of Ratatos. I take it you've already discussed the incidents that occurred today. I came for the same reason, and I've reached certain conclusions. Please, stand down. Seeing that Arktos has sheathed his sword, Ratatos raises a hand and her guards hesitantly back off. Good timing, Hensiodes. With the leaders of the clans Palorosh and SilverAsh both present, we demand a thorough audit of Clan Browntail's documents and cooperation from Clan Browntail in the investigation. Sorry, Arktos, but I don't assent to the demand. What? Why would Ratatos want to get rid of us? Assassinating the heads of the other two clans at this moment would only cause even more chaos. Clan Palorosh has the most warriors, while Clan SilverAsh runs Karlan trade. Ratatos could not hope to keep the situation under control if you and I both died in an accident. Meanwhile, retribution would be swift and harsh. Am I right? Ratatos avoids Ensiode's gaze and nods lightly. That doesn't explain why Clan Browntail wasn't attacked. Maybe a coincidence. Maybe bad timing. Maybe the attackers had something planned for the Browntails too, and we just don't know about it. You ain't convinced me with talk of coincidences, Ensiodes. Who would have done such a thing if not Ratatos? This is not a question we can solve in a short time. Don't forget that there are plenty of people looking to take advantage of the chaos and take a piece of Kerrog for themselves. This assassination coincided with the arrival of Victorian aid. The mastermind wants to keep us from working together. The Victorians did this. They are potential suspects, as is any foreign politician who attempts to intervene at this juncture. Therefore, I would like to maintain the status quo of our previous meeting. I will continue to handle all external affairs, including those involving Victoria. I will discover the truth for Clan Palorosh, for the peace of the three clans, and for Encia. I'll trust you one last time. Don't you dare look smug, Ratatos. You are lucky today. You can thank Ensiodes and Sirius. If it turns out you're behind all of this after all, you'll get what's coming to you. The sturdy Ursus slams the table, then turns and leaves. Thank you for calming that maniac down, Ensiodes. But I'm exhausted. I'm sure you understand how tiring it is to deal with baseless accusations. If you suspect me and want to question me, there's no need for that. Trust between the three clans has never been more important than now. I have other urgent matters to attend to. I'll take my leave. Pardon me for not seeing you out. Encia wasn't hurt. You can rest easy. I was the one they were after. Obviously. The accident was very likely staged. They targeted your car without knowing who was inside. Something's not right. It's too forward. It's as though the people behind this want to make the point that they have no qualms about deploying extreme measures. They're trying to sow chaos and suspicion. The act itself is more important than the result. There is another possibility. Perhaps it's not me, Encia, or Arktos whom they're truly after. there'll be trouble on the mountains. It's Enya they're after. If anything happens to the Saintess at this point, it will serve to affirm all the conspiracy theories and drag Kjerag further into the quagmire. I need you to protect Enya, Degenbrecher. Enya set out a long time ago. I can't promise anything. You need to prepare for the worst. I believe in Enya. You believe, and you will not provide any of your basis for that belief to reassure me, like you usually do. Correct. I believe.
Has Serb even used Pram S2 yet? Nah. Nah, like Nia said, I don't even have her E1'd. She ain't even E1'd at the moment, bros. She ain't there. I see Degenbrecher, I happy. Does Degenbrecher get a cozy snow outfit too? Or does she have to battle the mountain in what she's currently wearing? It's kind of funny if she has to battle it in what she's currently wearing. Alright, what do we do here? 110. Let's get money and see if we can do anything about Praminix. Let's see if we can put some levels in this girl. Boom, there she is. Nope, not you, Rock. Boom. 50. I think it's 60 to E1, right? 30. We need these. We can make quick math 2. We can make 2 of them, and what do we need? 5 of them. Oof. Oof. Alright. We'll leave Praminix there for tonight. I will... Oh, is it up? It's not up. Oh, the module's not up. That's what I'm complaining about. God damn it. So we can't even get it to E1'er. That's a sad time. Actually, can we buy them? I think you can, right? No, I think I checked this last time and you can't. Nah, I don't think you can. Sad times. Sad times. Ooh. No altar. Skadi the Corrupting Heart is also available. Ooh, okay. Let me just make sure. Oh, there's new. Oh. Who are you? Accord? Oh. Hadia? She costs 600. Oh my god, she's expensive. Oh my god. We'll get them eventually. Nothing there. The event shop? The event shop one's the support one. I already checked it. Oh, that sucks. We could... So our only hope is after the reset tomorrow, or... Hold on. I needed ranged. Ranged needs casting. That's not great. I don't think that's great for us. Literally none of them are available to go for today. Are you serious? That's upsetting. We might run some very quick... module runs tomorrow after the reset. And hopefully these change to the ones we want. Okay, so Unstoppable Charge... It doesn't come tomorrow. Oh, it doesn't come back around until Friday. That's sad times. Okay, well, she's stuck there then. That's unfortunate. 4-star Blastcaster, lol. Honk honk. Wait, is the Blastcaster you're talking about Aston? Is this her? Is she a Blastcaster? Actually, I need to go to the other one. Astion. Oh no, she's a 6-star. She's a 6-star. Whoa. Okay. I didn't realize that. Usually these characters are like 5 stars. She's a Decal Binder. When inflicting slow on an enemy, +1 attack speed, stacking up to 18 times. Enemies within attack range gain Fragile, increasing to more Fragile. After being in Astion in the Light Chaser's attack range for more than 7 seconds. So she's about slowing because you want to pair her with other slowers as well. Because you get this bonus. Okay, interesting. I do think she looks dope as hell though. She looks great. We get her tomorrow though. We will get her tomorrow. We also unlocked something, I think. What the hell? What is this? First clear? What is this? Doctor, avalanches have severely devastated Kierek's train station. Gather a variety of resources as you roam around within a limited number of rounds to collect reconstruction points and assist with our rebuilding efforts. This is the task list and the amount of resources needed. This here is the center of the station map. You can check your current position. The bottom row here is your action zone. Every round you can use a repair plan to either advance or collect resources. You must first advance. Okay, and you have 6 rounds to do it in. They have different effects on them. Wait, so... Advance. Oh, I see, I think. Right. Wait, do I see? No, I need to collect. I collect, right? That only gave me 1. Oh, shit. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm apparently getting combos. What? I can also get a combo with collecting, too. I guess it's a circle, so we could do this? Oh, it's do you want to advance or do you want to collect? Ah, I see. I think we want to collect. Damn, nice. Okay. And then... we want to advance, I think? And then collect. Alright, we completed 1. All repair plans have been used. Please end the round. Ah. Oh, it's the Accord. She's a 4-star blaster. Right. Well, this is half anniversary, so of course, always a 6-star free operator. Yeah. We have to advance. Collect. Collect even more. Another one completed. Advance. Collect. End round. Collect. Collect. We made it! The spring will be something. Wait, do I just end it then, or do we keep going? I think we just keep going. Another one completed. Advance. End round. Receive at least 4 reconstruction points. Oh, so I could just keep ending round, but you get more and more. You know what? I'm going to go until we get to the end, like the 6 rounds, and see what happens here. End round. I don't know. Oh, actually, no, I do kind of see what it's doing, I think. More wood. Then we want to advance to the cogs and collect the cogs. Very nice. End round. What happens at the end of the rounds? Advance. Where am I? Oh, I'm here? Collect. Okay. Advance. End round. Okay, what happens now? We've done all 6. We reached the target. An outstanding outcome. You never disappoint. Suffice to say that I'm glad you're a friend of Kerrig, not her enemy. Oh, this is what we get. Emergency rescue kit. You reckon the supplies can have the modules in them? Oh, we're ready to do like these ones too. Okay. Let me see what's in the supplies real quick. Use. Oh, okay. It's just going to be those kind of items. Oh. Oh. What's in these? More. Is there... I'm never using these, by the way. We keep these forever. Wait. Oh, including multiple materials. Yeah, hell nah. Hell nah, we're not using this. We're keeping the bunny gift box, 100%. Is there anything here I can use to, like, fast track her? Maybe when we go into... No, these are all E2. Yeah, I don't think I could use any of this. I don't think this can get you the modules. Nah. Yeah, no. There's not actually very many ways you can do the modules. That's actually kind of surprising to me. But nevertheless, that is where we got to call it for tonight. We'll pick this up again tomorrow as we continue on through the main story. What did we get up to? 4? Did we get up to chapter 4? Yeah, okay, so we're up to 4. So we almost got halfway, but like all of these events, they kind of like hit you with a lot of story early, and then the story starts to like be in shorter little spats afterwards, I guess. But yeah, cool. I did say actually that I was going to find if there was an EP for this event, which I imagine there is. Arknights EP. Is there an EP? Is there no EP? Is there no song yet? Hold on. Let me go check their YouTube. Maybe it's not titled how I thought it would be titled. Videos. Oh, there isn't an EP yet. I guess we'll get that later. Yeah, I guess we'll get that later then. Oh, you know what? I'll play this one. I don't think we played this one before. Let's do this one. Alrighty. Let me grab it here. Alright, guys. Cool. Thank you for watching. And like I said, catch you guys tomorrow. We'll continue on. And I'll see you next time. Peace.